because I don't know if the other one was working. So, I don't know if I should wait for some people to figure out that I'm streaming to come in here. But, like, I'm going to mess up. I'm going to make mistakes, forget that I need to charge this phone, for one. Or pay attention that it's, like, I can't see it, though, that if it, how charged it is. So, I just wanted to share this. Like, it's important to me to share it. Because I've heard a lot of the different, things and people actually arguing over, like, using God as a weapon. Yes, we can, but not in the right way. That I personally feel we should be using the Lord. Should be for love and wanting more souls to come to know Him. That's the whole point. For me personally, if what I share isn't from me, I'm not doing this for myself or for my own belief or salvation, because I already have that. I know in my heart that I am saved and will spend eternity in paradise because I chose that. I chose it with all my heart. Doesn't mean that I am perfect, because none of us humans could ever be perfect. I think that's a false belief that people are chasing. Okay? Like, literally, you guys, on Judgment Day, do you think God is going to care how much money you had in your bank account? Do you think it's actually, I feel like, another thing to mislead and use as a weapon to control us? Like, financially, I don't believe that our government should be the way it is at all, okay? It should be serving us for our best intentions, and they're not, okay? They're serving themselves, all of them. There is no one good, I feel, that is in a position of leadership, period, okay? No one. Can't bring up Trump because literally people will be offended by that. I don't agree about everything with him, period. He was not a politician. He was a businessman. He did go to Israel or Jerusalem and help them make their capital, Jerusalem, a capital. And literally right now, they don't have a form of government like we do. It's scary right now over there. Literally, when the Lord returns, Joshua, He is going to return to the exact same spot He left from. And which literally, us who know we are saved and have salvation, we are excited about the future. We are not fearing what's to come. We know that there's going to be very difficult, trying times that we have to stay strong through and not bow down and give up and sell out because of fear, okay? It's used as a tool for control, and it's working, all right? That's why I know we're in the days of Noah, because of the signs He gave us and told us would happen, have literally happened. Literally, like with the viruses and stuff, are literally used as a form of control. They are testing us and seeing how many are going to comply, because literally they're after us that are saved, because they already got the lost souls. They aren't worried about them. You cannot sit there and try and, like, the people that are evil and, like, Satan is the one they serve. That's their God. Literally, he's not impressed, okay? He's more impressed with us who are steadfast in our beliefs and are strong because we lean on Him as our rock. And we know that, though. Like, we literally understand what's going to happen, okay? And we're prepared for it at all times. Every single moment I'm here, I am understanding and waiting for my brother to return, who still says that no one's in here, and I've been talking for like 5 minutes. I don't know, like, what to do, because I seriously want to share this. I don't care if there's 2 people in here or 1. It's important to me. So how do I, like, let people know? Share with who? I don't know how to do this, you guys. Listen, how do I find YouTube, though? And literally, I don't, like, personally believe, like, Discord is, like, bad unless you're using it for that purpose. Like, if you're using a Discord for a way to spread gossip, which, like, literally is a sin. Hold on, I hope it don't show it. I don't know, like, how to share it. Hey, y'all. Beautiful friends. I invite, if I can spell, invite, come on, invite anyone who wants to come hang out. And I'm like, I had my nose all running because I was crying, but it's a good crying, okay? I cry with happy tears, like, most of the time, but I don't care. I'm a crybaby, so what? I'd rather feel an emotion than not at all. Just saying. And it's something that I've had to also accept in myself, so hang out. Oop. Hang with me. I love you all so much. Thank y'all for caring and loving me back. Not right. Me back. And accept me for all of me, even when I can type literally novels. I'm sorry, you guys. I know I do that. It's funny. Some of them can be very long because I don't know how to shorten them. But like I said, I don't just say things for no reason. I know the internet is forever, so I mean exactly what I say. Because, like, say, hold on, I don't know. Hopefully you guys can even hear me. I'm done. How do I go back? On here. Go post. Literally, I know that the internet's forever, and if something does happen to me and I'm not here, then, people that, anyone that has saved anything, or it's all there to look back on, people can have that to reread. Who wants to? It's not for everyone. I know that. And that's okay, because it's for people who need it to read it. I'm here, like, for literally, I know I'm going to have backlash and stuff, because that's what Satan's job. He's said that's like kind of a good thing because that means I'm doing his will, and it's not for myself, it's for him. It's literally to share my relationship and hope. It's something so good, you guys. I can't explain in words that it's so good. You want other people to experience it also. When it comes like to the Holy Ghost and the Holy Spirit, as an everyday relationship, it's not just Wednesdays and Sundays, you guys. Literally, it's every day. It's something that in the last 20 years, my husband already knows in public, like if we go to Walmart or something and I see other females, I'm going to give them a compliment in any way I can. Majority of them, they like that. And some others, they don't want me to talk to them. That's fine, and that's okay. But literally, through my own journey and my life, my experiences have been something very special. And even I get transportation for my chemo and doctor appointments and stuff because I don't physically drive, which I also am not ashamed of. I'm going to be 39 here in October, and I've never had a light driver's license, and I struggled with that a long time. It's not like literally I can drive. I know how to do that. Was because it was something about a safety factor. I have had stalkers in my past, multiple stalkers. One time even a girl stalker who was supposed to be my friend, but she was like kind of creepy, like literally like trolling. The time I had a boyfriend who was abusive, but like I said, that really affected me because I had gotten out of one abuse from a literally biological family member straight to another experience of mental abuse, some physical that I was in denial about, like when he picked me up and threw me down on concrete, put a butcher knife up my throat, said, "Get the F out of my way or I'll slit your throat." So like, all right, dude, see ya, bye. Literally run from the cops in the winter, barefooted, got cut up from the woods. I remember when one of the cops told him to freeze, and he turned around and said, "Then shoot me." 'Cause I think that's psychopath behavior. But I was definitely a learning experience for me because after I had finally was able to cut ties completely with that relationship, and it took for me letting him have the dog because we had a dog together that I loved too, and it was used as a weapon for him, like an excuse to come back around because I would not let him see his dog too, so I had to let him go and take him away. So that was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. It wasn't the dog's fault, and I would have loved to keep him. He was half pit bull and half Rottweiler. His dad was full-blooded Rottweiler and his mom was full-blooded pit bull, but he was my best friend during some times that I went through. It's embarrassing. It's not who I am today, but literally, when you're not experienced and not educated, it's ignorant, okay? I was very ignorant, very naive, very unexperienced. Literally, I thought I was supposed to do what guys wanted me to do. I had been through other things that are not my silence to keep. I won't out names, but I had been through literally. I am so thankful though. God bless me tenfold, okay? Like my husband, my children, my friends, you all too, have helped turn everything completely around and given me so much happiness and joy, and just like I don't feel alone like I did growing up, okay? I never want my children to ever feel hopeless and trigger warning for suicidal. What is it called? Suicidal. Ideations. Okay, it's not normal for a 14-year-old to pray to God that let me die or let him go, because I can't handle another day being abused, okay, and intimidated, because I was like, literally, when it comes to people that are evil or predators, they look at me, they instantly like, oh, I can overpower her because she's like 95 pounds, okay? I look young, I sound young, I cringe at my voice. I don't like to hear listen to any of my streams or times that I've been on like a panel or something, which is not very often the last almost 5 years. This is not something that's easy, like to put yourself out there and become vulnerable again, and just being open and having transparency and being straight up honest and take responsibility and accountability for, my part in like things that I know now, like that were wrong, that I feel like crap about, that literally I feel so sorry, it's just certain things that I have done that I would never want to do again, or definitely I can't take back though, because every single thing I've went through and experienced has led me up to now, in the now, right now, in the present, in this time. Our time is not the same as God's time, is different. Okay, we're on his time. We are not on this made up that mankind has made. Literally, everyone's always in a rush, in a hurry, like go, 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 go. They're always so distracted that no one ever just stops in the moment and just breathe. Okay, take a minute to just sit there and talk to the Lord, and that's when you fellowship with him. It's not in a building, you guys. Like this false belief that when people have religion, literally is the opposite of what I believe. Like, God doesn't want us searching out the dead. Like, that is a form of witchcraft, okay? That's real. Spells are real, okay? Or it wouldn't be something that we have to fight against, all right, if it wasn't real. But we have authority, all right? And we have to claim that authority with responsibility and be aware. Have some self-awareness of your surroundings, of your, of what, whatever kind of like that we are. Examples of our upbringing, our environment, okay? A lot of us are in different environments, all right? And we're kind of products of that. But we can choose to go an opposite way than we were upbringing. Like, there's generational curses, all right, that I believe that's in my bloodline, on my biological, like, whatever male side. Like my uncle, his brother, is one of my best friends. I don't put any blame on other family members that he did alone. It was his choice to do what he did to me from the age of 12, okay? I am no longer ashamed of my abuse. And it happened for multiple years that I had to go to school and act like everything was normal. That's no kid deserves to go through that. Every child born deserves a parent, but not all parents deserve children, okay? My mom was the example of who a parent should be. And she was also a victim. She didn't know, okay, that who she married out of belief of love, like I thought when I was abused, I thought I was like always trying to prove to him loyalty and, that I cared about him and like that I loved him. That was not a way to live, okay? Also with him, I tried to, trigger warning, of killing myself, okay? I almost did. And my one other best friend, my sister of over 20 years, one of my first friends ever, she knows that. She ended up with his brother, okay? It was only with him. And I have to be very careful. I don't know what she wants me to share. But this is a part of my journey and my survival. I would go, supposed to be at the library in middle school, and I would be at her house instead because I felt safe there with her family and her mom. I love her so much as another mom too, and she's going through right now different illnesses also, and she's never forgotten about who I am. And her sisters were all older. She was the youngest of 5 siblings, but they all was siblings to me. Like anytime, because they had to share the 3 sisters had to share a room, and like I said, my friend was the youngest of her sisters, and like on the weekends when they go out and whatever, like Jonise, you're the only one allowed to sleep in my bed if you stay the night. Only let Jonise, is allowed to sleep in my bed. And, like they just treated me special. All of them, even her brothers. Her 2 brothers, also older than her, looked out for me. And I love all of them. And they're no longer here in Ohio. You guys left me. And they have been in Tennessee for many years. And my soul aches and yearns to see them all again. And she was supposed to be one of my maid of honor, and didn't make it to be that, but she did make it to my what's that called, you guys, after your wedding? It's a what? I can't think of the word. It's like I'm blank space. I showed my dress earlier on the other live. What's it called? What? Is anybody talking here? Oh my God. Hi, Jonathan. I love you, honey. You are, I consider family too. Hi, Jessica Cat. Yes, honeymoon. Not the honeymoon, before that. It's like the party after your wedding. This message is held as review. What's that mean? I don't know why it says that. It's held for review for. Your wedding, not rehearsal. I love you more, Jonathan. I hope you know that you are so special to me, and you affect me in the greatest ways. Is you're just so pure and real, and you're special because you are just so pure at heart for everyone, and I would never judge you ever. I look up to you, honey. I really do. I made my husband promise me if anything ever happened to me, not saying that if anybody on here ever to just go on my Discord and find Jonathan and just please let him know that you guys are here for him too, even though you've never talked to him before, because literally my husband hates YouTube. He does because of the negative ways I've been treated. He's very protective of me, and very lucky that he's never come on here, because he would, if I asked him to, but I don't need him to. I can handle this, I think I've handled it all right over the years. Who else coming here? Work. I just can't stay because I got things going on at the moment, but think of you every day. I love you too, Court. You are someone like an OG to me. One of my very first friends on here, Zero Jules, is one of them too. And just I was talking about Laura earlier. A lot of people almost all my friends don't her, but literally it was because of her I found you all. I know like Tracy and Tawanda, you guys, I love you so much. I'm sorry for crying again, but I don't care. And Wendy B too. I love you guys so much. You guys don't ever understand how like special you guys are. You guys give me stuff to look forward to. Like I can't stand when I miss live streams because like I literally get busy, but replays give me something to look forward to. So just remember that, you guys. Like I'm letting you know that it's not in vain ever when you guys do have replays. And like especially when I'm sick from chemo, I don't wish that on nobody. I have it first when I did treatments. I was throwing up trash cans full of chemo throw up, and literally couldn't feel my fingers or my feet. The multiple different reactions you can have can be deadly. Okay. I have always been very petite, small, like 100 pounds is normal for me, but not 95 or 93 was my last time I was weighed. I don't want to be this little. I want to at least keep 100 pounds or over. An example that you guys stop body shaming each other. Please stop. It breaks my heart to see people body shaming because it's not okay. All right? Like, I used to have straight white teeth all my life. I shared pictures on here of like what I physically looked like before cancer. And is an example that in any moment your world can change, like forever. And it's how we respond to it. Are we going to be bitter or hateful? Like, because we got sick? Or can we use it for God's will and show and use an example that no matter what happens to me physically, I still will have joy and laughter and happiness I experience every single day because I have real people that love me and accept all of me, even my flaws. Okay? Everybody has their own individual things that they struggle with every day, but they're different. It's okay to be different. I don't want to fit in with any clique or any kind of thing that's used as a, like way to make people think they have to be a certain size, shape, look a certain way, wear certain brand clothes, bragging about, I spent $2,000 on this purse. Why are you bragging about that's ignorant to me? Like, you know how much I could think I could get with $2,000 or how far I could make that go if I had it? Like, I seriously don't understand or I don't relate to people like that because you are not what you wear. You are not what you buy. You are not what your furniture is or your TVs or electronics. Like, if you're using those things as a way to identify yourself in this certain status, to me is ignorant and just a waste of freaking time, experience. It's all about experience to me. It doesn't matter what we do, where we go, what we have, as long as I have the relationships I have with people. It's about each other and how we treat each other. That's what we're judged by our works. A man's works, the fruit we bear. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot bear good fruit unless they choose to change themselves and their outlook and how they perceive things, okay, from a different angle. All right, because the more I grow in my relationship with God spiritually, the more I understand about what He wanted from the beginning. All right, He wanted us to have a relationship with him. And when they were in the garden, when we're talked about, it's we're used as it were trees is what he used to talk about us, mankind, before they physically fell from grace. Okay, then their eyes were opened to like fornication and defile, deceit and lying and like mistreating each other. Okay, like hold on a second, that's something freaking going on. All right, you guys, look. Hi, come here, Bella. I think Bella is what we're gonna name her. We just got her yesterday. This is Bella. Oh, I wonder if I can take it off the charger. That's why I can't move this. Hi, Bella. She's a lab. She's a golden lab. She was the only female out of two brothers. I think they were black labs, but she was the golden one. Hi. Welcome to our family. Yes. She's already been really comfortable though, and like already like napped with me, with mommy. Hi. Yes, you're a new family. So now I have like two dogs, female, and one kitty cat that's female. Who I had first was Cutie Pie, and she's really awesome. She's just very kind and sweet. It's just my Mocha. It's different. She is very intense. She's jealous. She is angry. She doesn't want to share our love with another dog. Though she's a Shiba Inu, she's at her full size. Is like about 17 pounds. This is a puppy. She just literally was able to be given to us, not nursing on her mom anymore. So she's gonna be huge, you guys. She's gonna be a lot bigger. I know, Jonathan. Isn't she beautiful? This is gonna be definitely. This is gonna be definitely challenging. Okay, because I never want to get rid of Mocha, okay? I love her with all my heart, too. It's an equal love. It's just, individual relationship because they're different breeds, they're different ages, they're different, kinds of dogs that literally, their instincts are after different things. But I can already tell by, I think we are calling her Bella. She's just very laid back and she's chill. She can get very hyper because she's a puppy, of course. Playing with her, we got a bunch of toys for her and stuff. Everything that she needs. She's at her we got her was from his best friend. Gave us a shop record and everything. So we have all of her information, as we do with Mocha too. Mocha, I got approved for an ESA, emotional support animal, which if I pay them $100 for a whole year, I can legally take her everywhere and anywhere with me, no matter what. Like any hotel, any train, plane, car, anything like that, transportation wise, I could legally take her. But I have chose not to because of her attitude, I guess, is intense. Like I said, she's very protective of me, even though she's small in stature. She doesn't see herself that way. She is not intimidated by any bigger dog. She doesn't see them bigger than her. She's just very jealous. Like I said, the bond that I have with her is very, it's special. Which, they choose their master, which is Nathan, my husband, of course. He's like the dominant, male. Every animal, even my cat, even though I'm their mom, I feed them, water them multiple times a day, fresh water all through the day. I refill them, fresh. Nobody wants to drink their, slobber, so I separate them at feeding time. His best friend that gave us to her said she's still letting her food a little soft, so mix water with it, which soon, in the very near future, she won't be doing that anymore. She'll be eating her hard food normal. She eats twice a day. She already ate this morning about 7 a.m. I fed her. She won't eat again until dinner time, and that has been regulated by him twice a day. I don't want to mess that up. And I'll do Mocha at the same time, but separately, because of the way she has been very vocal about not wanting to share us all with this new puppy. To the point where she was even foaming at the mouth, and it scared me because I'm like, what did happen? Did she eat something she shouldn't have? What's going on? And literally, it's because we researched and looked it up that she's stressed. She's stressed out right now because she's having to share her family and her environment with another dog, and she doesn't want to do that. And I am not judging that from her. Breaks my heart, though, that she's, instinctively, she's feeling that way. I'm doing everything that I can to show her that, equal love, that she will not ever get any less love just because another dog, a puppy's here. And I just pray to God that they will bond later on, because, like I said, here in the next month or two, this puppy is going to be 10 times bigger than her. Literally, her paws, you guys, are huge. So, yeah, she's going to be in size. She's going to be very big. But like I said, I brag about you guys all the time, my friends. I hope you guys don't care. My people from here, they don't know who everybody, really is, but they know, I brag all the time about Misfit Jenny and Whiskey. I do. I love them with all my heart. I enjoy hanging out in their streams. If I miss a live stream, I get peed off because I, enjoy being there. Is beautiful and epic to me experience. Every time I get to hang out with them, I just grow more love for them, and I care about them even more. Misfit Jenny is queen status to me. Good as it will get ever. Any guy, let's go with her. You are stupid. Sorry. But she is literally who I want my daughter to be like when she's an adult. Just like I do all my other best friends. Like, I know Tracy doesn't consider herself a hero, but guys, she helped me so much. I had a very bad experience with my last chemo treatment. Or was it the one before that where I had allergic reaction to it? They had to give me Benadryl in my pump because my throat was closing up on me. I was getting red rashes all over my body. Just different things that were really scary reactions to the pre-meds they give you. They have to give me pre-meds of chemo for hours. They pump it into me. I'll show you. This is to be an earring. I made it into a necklace. It's a dream catcher. And then my husband got me this one. Like my sign is like a crescent moon or whatever. But I don't put any relevance into that. Like I choose to not make it of an importance when it comes to what my beliefs are and stuff. Like, we have to choose that. Like, the witchcraft is very real. It's very, like, with our language, English, they use, even in songs and music, they can use as a weapon to control us with their lyrics. And, there are some that I believe do it for the right reasons because they want to spread their message and their experiences with us. Like, I feel like Aaron, gosh, I'm horrible, you guys, about names. He's from Stained, that band. He literally shares about how he sold his soul to the devil and when he was young with his music, and he was on a contract, and he literally had to obey them. He had to wear what they wanted him to wear, sing what they wanted him to sing. That's why he had that country boy song out, I'm Just a Country Boy. And it literally is the story of him until he's not under any contract. He's like I feel about Whiskey OG. To me, he is more than any famous musician could ever be because of it's real. What he does is real, and he sings from his heart. It's beautiful to me. He has healing powers in his music. When he plays the guitar, by my daughter, she wants to learn how to play. I want to show you, bub. And I love you with all my heart. You know that, right? I have an actual teenager. How do I have a teenager, you guys? I have no idea. But I look up to you, right? You know that, right? That you're my hero. You guys, he's got such an effect on me that I never, if I had a fear, it would be that I don't ever want to let him down. Ever. I admit that I fear that. I don't ever want to make him disappointed in me. Ever. And like I told you guys, I was a smoker. And when I got cancer and I tried to quit so hard, the first winter I struggled and I cried to my husband every day that I wanted to quit smoking, but I was smoking even more cigarettes, and I wanted to quit, but I physically was not capable of it on my own. It wasn't on my time. Okay, I had to experience that to share that testimony with you guys. That I didn't tell anybody on the internet about me going through that because I had seen, even with Jonise Brown, like, people were judging her with having cancer and smoking still. Like, it's not easy. Some people say quitting smoking can be harder than people quitting drugs or drinking and stuff. But it's all individual. It's all an individual experience, and we all struggle with different things that are literally flaws or not good for us, right? And I used to drink alcohol too. I never got to the point that I had a dependency on it, to the point where if I didn't have drink, I got sick. never, and I don't push that on nobody. I have seen people I care about go through that, and it's very painful. There's a stigma on addiction that I want to share to break, because literally, if I had known about what I do now, I would never have done the things that I did with going through ignorance and inexperience. That my abusive ex, literally, because I had a job at the time, he didn't. I had money, he needed his fix. I was uneducated, unexperienced, never tried hard drugs in my life. It was probably about 2021, and I let him shoot me up with heroin. And it is embarrassing now, okay, that I let him do that to me. And the truth was that because I didn't know about my mental illnesses yet, or didn't have professional help at the time, because I had no idea that I needed it, that I, did other drugs too. Cocaine, crack, what else did I do? Meth is horrible. I share this because, now I'm ashamed of it. But I'm not ashamed to share about my story, because other people get judged for drinking alcohol. They get judged for everything. It doesn't matter. That people will use anything that they don't struggle with, right, as a weapon. That, to me, you instantly failed. You are not any kind of authority over anybody, okay? We're never gonna have here a real community if we're sitting there judging each other because we don't personally go through that struggle. But I guarantee you're going through your own kind of struggle of flaws that you deal with every day, that just because you don't share it doesn't mean God doesn't know about it, okay? And that's about repentance, all right? This is not easy for me to share with you guys, okay? Because I ended up being clean naturally after I got pregnant with my son. I instantly, because I had drank, the day before I found out I was pregnant with him, I felt so guilty even about that. I stopped instantly drinking alcohol, stopped smoking cigarettes the moment I found out I was pregnant with him. Because before my husband, I had one miscarriage with that guy. And at the time, I was devastated, okay, that I had a miscarriage and never had a heartbeat. They showed me it in a jar. Okay, trigger warning again. This is very, graphic and, not easy to share, but it's worth it. It's worth sharing if it will help one person stop feeling guilt about their personal struggle, okay? That if I am the weakest mentally physical person there can be, okay? I am. The only reason that I am where I'm at now in recovery is because of my support system, all right? For a decade, I was clean. I never did anything ever again, right? With my kids. My daughter's 10, okay? He wanted a daughter, another kid, and a daughter, I gave him one. I surprised him, actually, because I had struggled in the past with, told that I could never have children because I had endometriosis and stuff. My kids are literally sent from God, and they both are the love that I see God every single day. When I look at them, I see God is real because He gave them to me and chose me to be their mom. It's the biggest honor in this whole world. You know that. And that you are so humble. I'm not saying your name. You're so humble that I can't even compliment you. You know that. You are my purpose. She is so humble. It's so beautiful. Everything about her is beautiful to me and a gift. These children are gifts. Stop using kids as a weapon on here. I mean it. Stop it. Stop using even your own. Okay? Because they are literally all the good in this world. And when they witness negativity and they feel that, they start putting doubt in their self. Those lies that Satan puts in our heads, those starts little, right? Like, you're not worthy, you're not good enough, you're poor, you're like, weird, you're a freak. Okay, I've been called names on here. I'm not like mad about it. Like, I forgive them. I don't need no apology, like, from anybody. Okay, like, I don't. They don't know, like, that I don't use my cancer as a boo-hoo. I don't want pity, okay? To that one chick, what's her name? I wasn't expecting her to talk about me because she said Nenny was, like, bragging or something about me. That I love her, too, with all my heart. And understand that a lot of you guys, like, don't get along. And that's all everyone's individual choice, okay? Like, even when it comes to Hartley likes different people than we do, and, like, that's okay. And I had a misunderstanding with her that I thought she was, like, making fun of me in a live stream chat, and she said she wasn't. So, I take her word for that, because a year ago she made a video, a beautiful one, that when I had hard times, I'd go back and listen to it, because it helped me. It helped me get through some really hard times, as did all your guys' like Republican ass. I love her so much with all my heart too. Like a family, I love Republican Ash. And I feel like she is misunderstood in her context, is used as a way to judge her. I don't agree with that. When people use her having autism as a weapon, and that's bullcrap, because it does not identify or make up for all who she is, okay? Yeah, it's part of who she is, but doesn't mean that it's something bad or makes her any less important of what her opinion is, okay? Or what her personal beliefs are. Those are hers to have, and not to be judged, or like, what book and birth did that come from is irrelevant to me, okay? Go seek for yourself. Don't rely on any human being on your personal beliefs and who God is to you, okay? Because it's all individual relationships. If we were all the same, it'd be boring as heck. Wouldn't it be freaking boring if we all was the echo chamber? Like, I've experienced sometimes certain people's chats, once you bring up one thing, they'll take and run with it and may not originally agree with it, but because someone they look up to believes that way, they will instantly change their mind and, like, start believing because someone they look up to does in a certain way. And I just personally, I gotta move, my legs are hurting really bad. Hold on, guys. Ugh. Oh, shoot. Freaking move, legs, move. Ugh. Okay. I don't know how I had this like this. Alright. I don't know what to say. Ways to love. Listen without interrupting. Share without pretending. Speak without accusing. Enjoy without complaint. Give without sparing. Trust without wavering. Praying without ceasing. Forgive without punishing. Promise without forgetting. Answer without arguing. Love never fails. Amen. I agree with that. What's on my walls is nothing from famous artists. It's not things that have a dollar bill value to it. I put on my walls what my children create, what my niece and nephews create. That's true art to me, personally. Yeah, I used to draw a lot. I started out with my little cousin, who's no longer here. Bless his heart. He passed away at 21. It was of an overdose, but it was rat poisoning that the dealers gave him. And he was only 21. And he was more like a sibling than a cousin. He was one of my best friends. When he ended up using drugs, he was afraid to even tell me. If he would only known that I too struggled with abusing, using, it was, I didn't understand even why, yeah, that was wrong that my ex did that to me, for his own personal selfish reasons. And, because I ended up, feeling opiates because your receptors that make you feel happy have been destroyed by abuse, okay? And I learned that through going to group is special to me. It's important in my recovery program that I have been on for years. I love the place that it was going, I had put a pause on it because of this cancer that has spread to my lungs and my liver. Was a troll on here that I have now blocked. I think it changed his name to something to do with making fun of Makeup Monster, Corner Slopster or something, and would come into my comments and say that I was lying about cancer, that literally that I wouldn't be here right now if I had liver cancer. It's not liver cancer. It's spread to my liver. It's I can't say the word, that literally it's spreading to different organs in my body. You know what, though? To that troll, I wish I was lying. I wish I was lying, okay? I don't wish this on any family. Quit, guys. You guys are freaking messing around with each other. Freaking horse playing around, okay? I just don't want them to be on here because literally people will, I understand that there will be people want to go up against me because they don't understand what I'm sharing, okay? But there's some of you that do and need to hear this because you've been, tired. You're tired. And it's been a journey that's been very many battles, and there's been so many, rough times that you don't know if you're going to make it through it. And I want to be here to tell you that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and it's about just accepting each other the way each other is for every part of them, and not judge them because their struggle is different than yours, okay? Stop using alcohol as a weapon. It breaks my heart because it's your loss. Wendy V and whiskey are good people that I can't imagine my life now without them a part of it, okay? And just you go drink some more, or screw you for saying stuff that is wrong, and it's not a way to defend yourself. That's not okay, and you lose when you say that stuff to them, because it hurts my heart, and it makes me sad when you guys do that, because you shouldn't do it to other people that struggle with alcohol in here, okay? It's self-medicating, okay? It's people that haven't gone through like I have with counseling, and my counselors bring me up and believe in me, and like said that I would be good at and have new mothers bonding with their babies, which I had no clue ever was a struggle, and I don't judge it. Like that one girl in here that everybody went after, that I just wanted to talk to her one time, and people were like, it doesn't matter, you won't be able to help her. How do you know that? You don't know that. It's not your place to say if like that they have no hope or anything. That's not true, because if that can happen for me, someone at times thought that I was better off not being here, was a lie. And the biggest lie that Satan ever got the world to believe is that he doesn't exist. It's the biggest lie that he got the world to believe, that he doesn't exist or that hell isn't real. I believe the word that hell is a very real place. And then when Yahshua, the only one that could do what he did, that's why he had to do it. God gave his only begotten son, which means to bring forth in Hebrew. He brought his only begotten son, who he is our high priestess. He is, our savior, because he literally sacrificed everything for us. If he would have sinned one time, he would not have been let back into heaven. Just one time, when Satan went and he, for 40 days, he went and tempted him, because he seen that he was hungry, he was fasting. Fasting is another thing that people, I feel, uses to mislead people with. It's literally a part of your journey and personal relationship with the Lord. Not everybody has to fast at the same time or at the same amount of time. It's all different. It's just literally used as a tool to fellowship with the Lord. It's a time that's between you both, that you're not using a physical that need that we have to survive and live in this world right now. It's used to, like I said, fellowship with him and use as an example, and everything that I share is literally a testimony. And like someone judged me for using, which I don't even know how to do it yet, as a for a cover for this, for like a stream, on my nerves to leave, because I don't really know how to do it yet, was my FA jacket, and like all my things on it like means something special, because the teacher in high school, I was all 4 years in FFA, which meant Future Farmers America. It doesn't mean that anymore, because it was like a label, and it's not anymore, because it's literally not just farming. There's so many different things that can you be used to as a tool. Like I did livestock judging, and I ran into one of my best friends again. A lot of them, okay? I don't love them all the same amount. I'm so happy I ran into her in the store. And back at fair, we used to camp there, and I camped with one of my friends and her family the whole week. We had fair, because we had showing. Like I took rabbits one time, and I took a feeder calf for to show, and it was the only brown little cow. He was a Jersey, and I named him Rosebud, and he was a little guy who was born frozen. And like I said, my first job was milking cows. My boss said, if you can keep them alive, you can take them to fair, and I won't charge you any money. So he gave me the bedding, he gave me food, he gave me everything I needed for him. And where I lived at the time, the garage was big enough to for him to have an environment for him, was plenty big enough. And every day I grew in a relationship with him and a bond. And literally, the thing about taking him to fair and showing him was that somebody bids on him, and it's in it's like a what's it called, where they have the auction. It's like an auction, and the highest bidder, you get paid the money for what they give, and then they get to take them and they raise them for later on. They butcher them, and mine was a Jersey, which is meant for cheese, and the black and white ones, Holsteins males, are used for food, for meat to eat. So mine was the only one like that, and there was a certain weight he had to be for me in order to show him. And my teacher put salt in his food. I'll never forget that. So it made him more thirsty. So he drank more water, and he made weight, like barely. And letting him go was not easy. Like I said, we even named him Rosebud, and I had to let him go. And I don't even remember how much money I got for him. I don't even know. I don't remember. It was never about that for me. But you have these books that you keep, and you write down every account, like everything you spent, like you document it, and your goal is to make more at fair than you use throughout the time to raise them, and that you spend on them. Quit, guys, it's silly. You just made it for a sound purpose. It's messing with me. Stop it, guys. Sorry. I do that on purpose. Like I see too on a lot of people's live streams, their animals like literally start messing with them when they're on live streams, and it's because they want your attention. They're like, hello, you're supposed to be paying attention to me, and it's funny though. Like literally, don't get mad at your animals for bugging you and stuff. Like literally, they see something's taking their attention off of them is all. So they're gonna mess with you. But literally, I don't know. No, stop it. Quit it. They can hear that, dude. For real. You do it on purpose. You make another farting sound. It's silly. Here, I'm gonna show Mocha. Okay? This thing that's gonna give me a hard time. Hi, honey. You are Jelly. Miss Jelly. I don't know, I got my clothes everywhere I've been going through. I want to show them that stuff. They don't want to see our clothes. Oh, honey. Stop making farting sounds. No. Yeah, who cares? So what? I don't care if there was one person in here. No. That don't matter to me. This does. Hi, honey. Moki. Miss Jelly. She don't want to share us with the new puppy. Hi, I'm the girl. Oh, cute little cat. I know. And look, she won't get any bigger. This is a dog I can actually pick up. This lab she got yesterday. She's gonna be way bigger. Like, she's gonna find out she's not gonna be Miss Thing, Okay, what'd you say, honey? Sorry, wait. I can't. Let me read that if I can find it. Being from a cattle raising family, I just love them. Jerseys are my favorite. I know. And it was so hard for me, girl, to let them take him, because it was literally part of taking animals to fair. And I took 3 New Zealand white rabbits together, and it was so funny because my rabbits were just chill. You gotta position them. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but you gotta position them a certain way, put their butts up or whatever. And they literally get judged on certain things or whatever. And my rabbits were chill, just chilling there or whatever, and they were not moving around or whatever. And other people was so busy trying to catch their rabbits, were trying to get away. And like they were literally trying so hard to keep them together. And I'm just standing there like, okay. Dang, like mine were just like, I've always had a good relationship with animals. They feel because they're empaths too. Like I'm an empath. The opposite of a narcissist. Like I said, I struggle with like self-image and like I have low self-esteem. If I get complimented, I think people are lying to me. Not as much anymore. Like I don't have any kind of pride, or I don't have like my self like image. I don't look at like better than anybody else or anything that's opposite. I feel like beneath other people. But not anymore, because literally my relationship with my husband changed everything. I know what my value is to him. That's why I don't physically drive, because I'm a target for freaking weirdos. They see me, they don't look at me as an adult because I look young, a baby face, and I sound young. So to them, I'm a good target, because they are the ones that, trigger warning again, that are looking for like kids to abuse. I literally fit that description for them because of my looks, and my stature is petite. So they instantly believe they can overpower me in every way. And I literally am not good to be going anywhere all by myself, okay? So I don't drive. Okay, who cares? Like, I don't feel any less of an adult because I don't physically drive or have a license. My husband literally does not mind doing that, okay? I felt guilty for a long time, like I was putting more pressure on him, because if I need to go to the store or like go anywhere, he has to drive. And he looks at me like, that's my job and my duty as a husband to protect you, because after I got away from that bad guy, I promised myself I would never allow anyone, male or female, ever control me ever again. And I have kept that promise all these years and not broken it, because, my husband's like, oh yeah, you're just a bad A, huh? No, you are. And you make me feel confident and free to be myself. And not, I don't care about anymore what anyone thinks. I don't at all. In public, I'll hug a stranger. I'll tell any woman I come across that are beautiful, and I mean it. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors, or what other females literally don't know their worth either, because I didn't either for a long time. I just thought falsely I was supposed to do whatever guys wanted me to. So I did a lot of things I'm not proud of, and I'm not okay with how they thought they could do that to me. They have to live with that, and they have to, yeah, I don't care. Of course she can. We're just continuing on the legacy my mom left behind at her memorial. A beautiful girl who I feel, as whiskey does, has real talent, real soul, real meaning to their music. She actually has a real song on Spotify. It's really awesome. But she sang and didn't make us pay for it at my mom's memorial, dancing in the sky on the piano, and played piano. And I will never forget how I could feel it when I looked at her, taking our sorrow and our mourning and our tears and transformed it into music and blessed us back with her voice. And it says in the Bible to make a joyful noise. We don't have to be professional singers, you guys, or musicians. We don't have to have that false belief that uh, getting a college degree is something that makes you successful. What is your personal definition in your heart of real success? Or, being successful or accomplishing something, putting your own mark on this world that's individually your own and original and not come from copying someone else or envying someone else's gifts. Literally, you have your own, and it is up to us to figure out what our personal gifts are, but yet use them, and literally bringing people to the Lord is what it's about. It's not about like ideation kind of thing, like pride. I notice is something people like falsely believe that they have literally some kind of self authority, like literally a couple females around here I literally do not hate. I did not listen to whatever clips she had of me or whatever, and it's only because I have cringe at my own like voice or whatever is like embarrassing, because to me I don't hear it as young as it sounds like on when I replay it or whatever. I'm like, oh my gosh, I do sound young, but to my own self I don't hear that because I'm literally an adult or whatever. You guys, I'm an old lady. He calls me his old lady, which I don't care. And he calls me Lips. Oh my gosh, because like, okay, I know I'm a talker or whatever. But you guys, I didn't start out that way. I love you, Nanny. Hi. I'm gonna cry, but it's because I love you so much, honey. And you guys are a blessing to me, and your own individual relationship is something very special to me. And look at this baby, he's so happy because she knows she's loved, and that's how I learned about who God is, through my relationships, also with my pets, because they're our family members. Would you say I could you can put it on my channel and listen to it when I'm feeling down? I don't know how much you know that means to me, Nenny. It's exactly like why I did it, and it's not about like I not someone that always can be on like pitch or tune or whatever, but literally comes from my heart, and the joy that I feel inside from God is something I want to share with you guys too. Like, or anybody like that will accept it. And like example of like even like when Randy, like I said I don't have any, like she says that, she hates us or whatever. I do not hate you guys at all. If you hurt my feelings, yeah, like Randy has or whatever, but I don't like have anger towards you or nothing. I'm literally was like just trying to show you that I am not lying about nothing. That you guys, I don't know, like you say that what I'm lying about, because I never listened to it, so I don't know what you guys said, and like it doesn't make me feel any less like, I know that everything I said was the truth from my own personal individual experience on here. Wait, what, honey? Okay, I love you. Hey, I have fun. I love you. Have fun. All right, have a good time. Okay, I love you. Like I don't think that I'm a especially good singer or nothing, or not like that. I literally is just how I praise the Lord and worship Him through, like music, because literally, hi Casserole, I love you so much too, and I've literally talked to you like in Jonathan, and that was something I'll never forget, and it was epic to me and special because I don't talk to many like people in here privately. That's why I love Discord, because you don't have to give anyone your personal phone number. you can do multiple things in there. It doesn't have to be used as a weapon or like something bad that people make it out to be. Like Wendy V, her freaking thing is public, okay? She is not like doing anything bad with her Discord, okay? I'm proud to be in there. I love it there. It's like really the only one I go in when I can. Um, you know, I don't get to go in there a whole lot. Things, yes, have been different since Midwestern Mary passed away, and that's been a big struggle. Because she's someone that I was planning on meeting in person someday, like maybe going to a Packers game with her, and now it's too late. And she was one of the most beautiful souls that I've ever been blessed to get to know for the short time that we were close. I know Wendy is amazing. She's one of the most beautiful friends that I am also blessed to know. And I don't know if anybody knows this. I hope she doesn't mind, but my avatar cartoon picture, I thought Wendy V made it, but she's like, no, I can't take credit. Mandy Bell made it for me. And thank you so much. Like, I want it tattooed, honestly. Everyone that I've asked if it looks like me or resembles me, they think it does. It's so funny that my arm that's used is bigger than my real arm. I'm like, wish my arm was like muscles that big, but it's really cute. And her thinking of me at all, like to make that. Mandy Bell is not on here much date nowadays. But if there's a chance that she can get to hear this, I want her to know that I appreciate her thought in me, and I cherish it. My kids love it. My husband loves it. It's really cool. So what if it's a cartoon? It literally represents what I am advocating for and standing up, like just sharing my journey with everyone and being transparent, open about it. It's not easy to do, but I am far, far from the only one with battling some kind of illness, disease, cancer. I don't want no pity. Go pity yourself. The ones that literally are falsely believing of any kind of pity, because I am living my best life at the same time that I'm struggling in my hardest times to be here. Okay? You guys, I'm struggling and suffering, but it's because I'm watching my family look at me and go through what I am because they love me, and it hurts them to see me sick. Father's Day, my husband, because I was recovering from my chemo treatment, is sick. He didn't do anything but lay on this bed next to me on Father's Day. I have the best family this world could ever have. It's more valuable than a freaking $1 trillion. You guys, I would not trade for the relationships that I have with also my friends are just as important to me, just because I meet you guys in person doesn't mean you're any less important relationship to me that I have gained and grown bonded over these years. So what if people use the internet for their selfish own reasons? Doesn't mean that we have to, that doesn't mean anything. Literally, it's been the greatest gift to me is finding you guys that care about me back. And I don't care if it's 2 people or numbers. If you're using that as a way to, I think, you're some kind of higher status socially, is a joke to me, because it does not mean you're any better than anybody else, okay? Like, literally, people are attracted to drama. They're attracted to people fighting. Oops, puppy dog. Aw. Literally, Mocha, that puppy is your sister, okay? You be nice. You can share us with her. She can lay in here too, okay? It's all right, honey. It's okay. Literally, she is okay. She's a baby. Huh? You're not going to get any less love. Quit. Listen, you don't need to look at her like that, okay? She is not a threat. I don't know why. But you guys, my Mocha, my Shiba Inu, she is a pure-blooded Shiba Inu, and her mom and dad is my husband's boss's dogs. So literally, Teddy's her dad, and her mom is, what's her name? Is gosh, hold on, guys. I'm horrible with names. Teddy is her dad, and her mom is, oh shoot, what is her name? It's okay. Look, wait, guys, hold on a second. See? No. Look, growl at her. Look, it's okay. Moki, come here. Let mommy hold you. I got you. Hi. This is Bella. Stop. It's all right. It's okay. Look, she is a baby. She's friendly, honey. Look, mommy's loving you both. See? It's all right. Don't get upset. She's not a threat, okay? It's okay. She's just a baby. You don't gotta get jealous. This is like Cain and Abel here, but 2 females, okay? It's all right. See? She's okay. She's your sister from a different mister, okay? It's okay, Moki. Mommy loves you both. Look, equal love. It's okay. Good girl. You're not growling. That's a good sign. You'll get used to her. Look, she wants to chew on everything. She's a baby. It's okay. Look, it's okay, Moki. It's okay. Look, Mommy's got you. See? I love you no less. Ever. Hey, you're my best friend. All the times when Dad's at work and kids are at school and we're alone, you're my best friend. Mommy's not ever alone. Never. And you're my best friend. Good girl. Good girl, see? She wants to play with you. She was a puppy. She just wants to play with you. Don't join the Bible. No. That's not a toy. That's not a toy. Nope. Get you a toy, baby. Well, this is going to be interesting. I got to hold this dog that's literally feeling physical pain because there's a puppy she's got to share me with. Mommy loves you both, is this. See? It's okay. You still lay in Daddy's spot when he goes to work. She's not going to take your spot. Okay? Oops. Closing the Bible. I don't know if you guys hear me. I am like trying so hard to bind these dogs together. The Mocha's doing good. She's not growling anymore because I'm holding her. Highlights says rotation back. Why is that locked? Other way. Sorry, guys. I am definitely not a professional streamer, period. I am not at all. I'm a newbie. Look, the Bible is not a... Nope. Bible is not food or a toy. Look, I gotta get her toy. Nope, that's my bag. That's Mommy's bag. Look, they're literally... She's not flipping out. That's a good sign. Let me get your toy. Not Mommy's hands. Huh? Literally. It's okay. Literally. She's going to be way bigger than you here in a couple months, yo. All right, bro? Like, she's going to be 10 times your size. You're at full size. Ouch. Hold on. Not my finger. Ow, ow, ow. No, not your toy. Let me get you a toy. Can you share your toys with her? Huh? Can you share a toy with her? Let's see. Get this one. Can she have that? Huh, Moki? You all right with that? She don't care about the toys. She just don't want to share us. Look at this. Look at her paws, you guys. Look. She is going to be huge. She's going to be. She's a full-blooded lab. Her is a lab. Nope, 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 nope. Not my fingers. Look. Toy. Literally. It's just like kids. Raising kids is literally exactly like that. Stay positive with them. I don't get mad, angry. I don't talk angry. I mean, yes, discipline. Like when she's like mad and stuff. But, you know, I've never basically laid a hand on my children for discipline, nor my animals. For me personally, I don't judge other people that do or whatever. That's their choice and that's their way. But mine is literally not like that. I just believe in positivity. It works for me. Like, it just does. They're just happy and chill. Like, we just got her yesterday, and look, she knows she's home. She already knows she's home. Look at that. She went from, playing, and now she's just nappy naps time. And, Mocha, still here. She's still here. What are you guarding, dude? Literally, she's so little, but she is, like, not afraid of anybody. Look at this tail. You don't want a tail? What you doing, bro? Her tail, look, it's like a circle. I love it. I love how they're just completely different breeds, different dogs. It's just literally enjoy having my animals. Oh, did it scare you? What you whining for? It's love. They just want love. Like children, that's all they want is love. I remember when in the past, my daughter was little and she had like an anxiety attack. I am very, very experienced in having panic attacks, which Tracy, bless her heart, she experienced with me. I had no one to help me at the time. My husband was in the middle of a golf tournament, okay? He didn't have his phone, probably was off. Literally could not help me. I had a bad reaction to my chemo. I am in the country. I plan on getting my license just for like that purpose. If there's an emergency, it would be good that I legally can drive. Like if I need to go to the ER or, you know, one of these kids out here, we have plans for emergency, different situations. We have backup plans. Literally is about protecting these kids and these animals too. Are literally think they are protecting us though. One of the times we had a tornado, literally not even a mile away in the woods. You could see where it turned when it was coming right for us. We all left. Everybody was in the car, barefooted. They had the animals. Like, we just had my full-blooded boxer at the time, Dixie, who passed away this last year, and our cat, Cutie Pie, who's still here. And they already had them with them in the car. And here I'm struggling because we had got them this bunk bed set that's, like, literally not, like, one above the other, but, like, the top bunk has got like a desk on the side and then the ladder on the other side and the bed to the other kid. Hold on. How do I do this? I'm okay. I'm not showing. Let me show it. Okay. I think it's muted. Hold on. mute. I don't know what I'm doing here. All right, you guys. They want to say something to you, so go ahead.
Hey, besties. Thank you for being nice, Mama.
Say it louder so they can hear you. Say it louder, dude. Say it louder so they can hear you. What'd you say?
Thanks for being nice to my mom. Besties.
Aw. Dude, like they do. They know. I brag about you guys, so. Don't. No, I didn't fart. Quit. Dude, you guys, I used to clip people farting on their stream. I think I did it to Hello Starlight before. I actually farted and clipped it.
Mom,
I get in trouble for my clips, man. Like, was it Science Girl? She freaking struck my channel, guys. But it expired. It's gone. I don't have the strikes on there no more. Look who's here. Anybody say hi? Lenny, Jonathan, they know about you too. They know how much you're good to me. And Nenny, they know about her also. Love you more. You're fine. Love you. Okay, I won't. I don't. I did. I haven't. Love you, dude. All right. So I just want you guys to know that. And I let them say, that what they wanted, which was awesome. They said thank you guys for, being good to me. So that's really cool. And this is a book that I was reading. And the most important one was this one. Ugh, how do I do this? Turn it around. The charger's not long enough. Stay plugged in. I need to get my long charger, but this is this book. Ugh, come on. It's freaking raining out. The Foundation. It's this book. Is what I learned about us being saved by grace and not the law, okay? And there's a channel in here, what's your name? Is Word of Israel, I think. I think that's the channel name. I really like you. I think you have the best intentions, and I'm proud of for you sharing, your journey and experience with the Lord. And I understand how important His law is, and how passionate you are about the law and trying to teach it from your experience, and how a lot of things I agree with you on, sort of Israel. But sometimes I think you can be a little like, I'm passionate too, right? About wanting to share and get out into the world, my testimony, as are you. And also how you went through the experience of kind of being under the stigma of religion, right? That Yahshua come to get rid of religion, because in heaven is no religion, okay? And there's no language, okay? If you guys know about how God separated the people into 4 corners of the earth, and literally they end up having different languages, speech, and everything, because, like I said, they were, in those days, relying on not him, okay? And that was his intentions, right? Was for them to learn that we cannot put our trust in anything other than one God. And I don't put any kind of label on him. He is just love, you guys. It's simple. It's love. Everything about him is righteous and just, because it's literally love. And it's about sharing that, and not just, well, I'm going through this and experiencing this, and it's something so pure, so real, so joyful that you keep it to yourself. That what's the point? Like, literally, what's the point in that if you don't share it? It's, to me, what we do with what we learn. Are we going to grow, and are we going to continue relationships and grow in them and bond? Are we gonna just stay in one place and not go backwards, actually? And that's why I was trying to get across to Wendy and Randy, that them laughing or making fun, calling names, calling people trash. They're not trash, you guys. You're not either. But those people you don't even know. You said, I don't even know you. Well, no crap, because you are not even giving anyone an opportunity to be their self, because you're so judgmental. Literally, you guys went that too and told Whiskey he said a bad word when he said ignorant, because you wanted to hear what you wanted to. You were hoping that he said something bad, right? Because then you can go stream about it and call him out and claim that he needs to apologize. It's always all I hear is, they didn't apologize. They owe me an apology. No one owes you anything. No one owes anyone anything, I believe, on here, personally. Okay? Not no authority of what everyone doesn't have to think or believe the same way you do, okay? And I feel like you treat Republican Ash like freaking crap. What's the point of you putting people on your guys' titles? Literally, Randy lied about me, though. You guys are so big on this truth. We tell the truth. We don't lie, but you do. Never heard anything. I don't know if she ever even mentioned it about lying about me. Saying that I called you guys every word in the book. That it really happened, and it was gross. Wendy, did you know that Jonise called us every word in the book? And she came to all this stuff about being, I love you, being, talks about Jesus, which I say is Yahshua in his Hebrew name, okay? Literally, people say in Jesus' name, how do you think prayers are not being answered? You're not even using the correct name. Which I remember said that to me. You know that Jesus has another name? Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. But then you want to claim that you know more about God in the Bible than other people? It's not a competition to me. I don't believe in that. It's a competition at all. Not even listening to what Republican Ash was trying to say. Let me speak. Oh my gosh. There's literally no respect at all for what anyone else wants to share. That broke my heart, because I have talked to Republican Ash in private, and she lifted my spirits and my heart every time that I've interacted with her. I don't ever want her to leave this place. A lot of people have left this place because they've been, emotionally hurt, and I never want to cause that on anyone. I don't ever want to hurt anybody's feelings or anything like that. That's not ever my intentions to do. And if I have on here to any of y'all, even on the other, the people that like me, I'm sorry if I've ever done that. It is not on purpose. I've seen comments where people say that Jonise, pretends to be a good person or something like that. I'm not pretending to be anything at all. I'm literally sharing my personal experience And it's my own individually what I've, gone through and things that I've overcome, and not everything. I've come a long way, and I have a long way to go. And I pray that I'm here long enough to continue experiencing this love and joy and stuff that I get to do with my family. If it's outside playing catch or playing basketball, you got a basketball hoop for the kids. Like, after they were born, it was literally never, we knew it was never going to be about us ever again. And we loved that. We didn't, like, we embraced that new life of being parents was literally, it's the best job in the world and at hardest at the same time, because we are responsible for what we teach our kids and what we put into them. Are we putting good things into them? Are we putting negative things into them? I want my children to believe that they are capable of anything their heart leads them to. If it's being in the future vets, or like they get into some kind of, job line with saving animals, I'll work for them for free. If I'm here, like, God, let me be their secretary, I'll work for free. Told them, don't ever sign any kind of contracts when you're older with anyone. You want to do something, you do it, and you do it on your own, and you don't ever, like, they're being taught in schools, like, they have this expectation that's literally false to me, that they have to go and, like, go to college, and they need to get all these different degrees and be in debt for years, and literally it's a freaking game and a trick to claim that they're getting educated, and charging them these thousands of dollars that I don't believe should be and all that debt for being so-called educated, because my experience in college, there was no education part. I got educated in different ways through the different people I met. Some of them I will cherish forever too, that I met in college. Literally some beautiful, wonderful people that I have not seen in how many years? I don't know, multiple years. Like, God used them for for his part into my life that brought to me where I'm at now. It's literally the hardest, I think, to forgive myself. Like, no one can be harder on me than me. Like, of my own standards and my own, I don't like disappointment in myself where times I feel like I have failed or, hurt someone that I would never, ever, and I want to hurt, which has happened with someone in my family. I just wanted her to know that I'm not mad at her, that my love for her has never changed or lessened. And if I have failed you or disappointed you, I'm so sorry. That never was my intentions, ever. I love you with all my heart. My kids love you with all their heart. We hurt inside because you've missed all these years of them growing up to their ages now. And that hurts the most, because if you don't want to talk to me, I'm okay. Like, I accept that and respect that. But they never did anything. And they love you. Still, I'm so sorry that you felt that way. Do we do everything perfect? No. But we only had, like, love for you and our intentions. I'm proud of you. And you being a parent now. I don't know your child, but I love them with all my heart if I never get to meet them. Doesn't change that. And it's your choice, honey. And we just all hurt because we love you and we want you to be around. And I understand, too, that if you've left this environment, this place, it might be a trigger for you to come back to. Because it reminds you of hard times. I understand that, and I respect that. And one of the things that I have suffered more than anything else is that when we lost our mom, I feel like I lost you at the same time because I didn't know how you felt, and I'm sorry. That's all my heart, that if you feel like I failed you or didn't protect you, because that was never our intentions as me and my husband, because he loves you just as much. He loves all of my family as his own. When we married, we blended our family together, and that's what it's all about. One of his brothers that we were very close to, he called me sis or Jonise, was my brother and protector, and he passed away from an overdose. That my mother-in-law come home and trigger warning again, I'm sorry, from the morning, and then she walked in the door is the dining room with a glass table, and then she found him overdosed with the needle still in his arm, and his face, he laid there all night. His face was smashed in the table, and she tried to put his nose back, and it was all black and blue. And this was right before Narcan came out, but it wouldn't matter because he had laid there all night. And it's over the last, now, how long has it been? 12 years or so. Without him, it's not gotten any easier as the time has gone by. We still think of him every single day. I'm one of the only family members that have dreams about him. One was towards the very beginning of him passing away. I had a dream. There's a foundry around where I live. It's not here anymore, but at the time, there's a foundry. And after his death, I had there's a birth, and it was my daughter. And I had her on purpose. I surprised my husband with my pregnancy test. He was very excited about, happy and joyful, and wanted a daughter. My kids are 4 years apart almost, but literally you can't tell. Her having a big brother, literally, is the sweetest thing. He was so sweet, you guys. He was the best big brother, still is. Do they always get along? Heck no. Do they agree on everything? Heck no. Do they kind of bicker as siblings do? Yes. I personally didn't have that with my siblings. We're different. They're my best friends, and even one of them that chooses to not have anything to do with any of us after my mom passed, is who I'm talking about. And one day, if she ever sees this, I just want her to know the truth, and that my children hold no hate or anger against you. They just cry because they want you around. My daughter is your twin. She looks exactly like you. And it hurts when I look at her because I miss you. And she's just like you. And I'm proud of that, personality-wise. And you just need to know that you've been loved over the last 10 years and missed. And I am, from the bottom of my heart, I am so sorry if that you feel I failed you. And I hope that, before God takes me home, that you'll talk to me at least. If you choose not to, I accept that also, even though it hurts more than anything because I feel like you're missing out on their childhood has been the most precious gift to experience every moment with them. Is heaven is anything like the relationship we've had with our kids, then that's our mansion. Like, that's what our mansion means to me. Like, that if we all have mansions in heaven, it's literally our family that we are all going to be together. And that's all that I want, even with you guys on here. If I don't get to meet you in person here, and I get to meet you, though, in heaven, and we, like, have that higher raising of consciousness because we'll be in our home, our home, like, like, it won't be a body like our physical body. It's going to be different. But it's eternal. Either that eternal spirit will go to heaven or it's going to go to hell. And Yahshua, our brother, said the only way through the Father is through the Son. That's why he sacrificed himself for us. The ones that were supposed to accept him killed him. And all for what? That he suffered, that he did suffer. They stabbed him and said his lifeblood and water is spewed from his side. And it hurts for me to know what he went through. And that's what's important, is that we have empathy and we put ourselves in. Look, would we have been able to do what he did? Heck no. There's no way. There is no way. They mocked him. They spit on him. They said that you're supposed to be the savior. You're supposed to be the king of the Jews, his own people, like in the Roman soldiers. Literally, you guys, he warned us about the lying of the pen, of them changing the words in the Bible. Like, the Bible, if you do your research, is made up of different things that a man chose to put together for us to believe and go by as our, it is a weapon. It's a good weapon, right? If we use it correctly, that there's some things that they didn't put in here that should have been, like the book of Enoch and who Enoch is, and that there's two of them in the lineage of Adam and the lineage of Cain. Cain's lineage is different. It comes from Azazel, who also two other angels followed him when he was kicked out of heaven and brought onto the earth. Two others followed him. Some of them, they chose to make human daughters of man, they seem were beautiful, and chose them wives among them. Like, took them. They didn't have a choice. The women didn't. Okay? The women, the females, I believe, are the very first ones that were slaves. Okay? We were used incorrectly than what God intended us to be here for, you guys. This is important to know and for me to share what I have learned from the Lord, okay? What he's put in my heart. Because of my relationship with my husband, I know what a wife and what we represent and our purpose and our value is because of him. He's never called me a name. He's never put me down. He's never yelled at me. He's never disrespected me. He's always supported me, even if he didn't always agree with it. We agreed on everything? Heck no. We are completely different personalities of people, but we accept that in each other, and we support our differences in each other, and bring each other up. Okay, I look into his eyes. I do. I just melt, you guys. I fall in love every single day, all over again. It's something, is a gift that I feel like God was intended for marriage to represent, is not a piece of paper with your signature on it, or this flippin' ring. Okay, yeah, is it pretty? But does it mean the value into what my marriage is with him? No, it doesn't. I can leave this behind, you guys, if I had to. Okay, all this stuff that's physical, we're not taking with us when we leave this world. Okay, it's going to be us going into the spiritual realm of this space that we are sharing with others that we don't see physically, but we can if we allow them to. You have to give permission. Sometimes you don't either. With demons, the fallen ones, the ones that were angels, they don't get deliverance, or they don't get to have what we do. Like, they want it. That's why they want to possess us, and they want to. They're jealous of us, and what, like, human beings don't believe that there's something special at all. Like, that's a lie. Like, they're trying to put this false narrative out there that I have watched for myself, and I am calling blasphemy on. That, we're insignificant, and that we don't matter really, and like that we're not anyone special. Yes, we are, or that we come from aliens or something. I understand, like, Jonathan, yeah, I get that, like your perspective and stuff. Me personally, like, what we think are aliens, I believe are actually demons, because they can change their physical appearance into whatever their will is. Okay, when it comes back to Genesis and the sons of God, El Behoim, the angels who fell, and fell Azazel here. They saw that when the daughters of man were multiplying on the earth and that were beautiful, they changed their appearance to be their husbands and slept with them, you guys, because they're not like us and can have children like females can. They are not male or female, okay? They're an entity, but they can't reproduce like us. So they changed their appearance into the husband. They ended up being with these demons who were laid with them and bore children, who were the giants in those days. It says that. It says in this word that there was giants in those days. That there was the Nephilim, the men of old, the men of renown, or whatever you want to call them, the Nephilim. The women end up giving birth to pretty much like monsters. They were the ones God did not create, okay? They came from Satan, his bloodline, his lineage, okay? Got to the point they got so large that they ended up even eating the human men, okay? And because our food wasn't enough to, for them to feel full. They end up that's where cannibalism come from. They end up eating of each other and drinking blood. And that was where defilement come from on this earth, where the earth even cried out to the Lord for justice because of all of the evil that was being done on the earth. And that's how they were teaching human beings these things that were never meant for us to know, because we are not capable in our physical state to correctly or responsible enough to use the things or the secrets of heaven, like instruments, writing with, everything to write, to other things that they shared with mankind wasn't in the right intentions, you guys. It was not to help us or us, with technology. Obviously, look what's being used with it. Look at what people treat each other like crap. Total trash. How they treat each other. And it's selfish to me. And it's just disgusting. It's someone that I am never have been and will never be. I never want to be. I never want to behave. And that way, that's going to hurt somebody. Ever. And even though I'm sure I have hurt people that care about me, I am so sorry. And I mean that with all my heart. And it is not hard for me or a challenge for me to say sorry about something that hurt somebody that I caused. I don't want that ever. And I know I've done that. And I feel so like when you really learn to repent because you don't feel right in your soul about certain things that, look, Satan reminds us constantly of our past and our mess ups. So we have to remind him daily of his future because we know the battle has already been won. Okay? Don't let us mislead us any longer. And that's what's going to happen with learning of higher consciousness because we're aware of our own behavior and that our intentions, and God knows them, you guys. We can't hide the truth from the Lord. Our desires, really, that you think no one knows about because you've never shared it. God knows what that is. He's multidimensional. He knows everything from everyone because he created us. From the sound of his voice, let there be light, and it was good. Because he spoke it. The sound of his voice is where his power comes from. It is not something that's visible. It's kind of visible, but it's still there and forever. That's why what we say is important. And what we speak aloud is forever. Because it is, what's it called? Vibration, and it's there's a word for it. When we come, they created the radio and music and played music on the radio. Frequency, you guys, it's frequency. Satan changed that. I seen it. Okay, you want to talk about math? I'm not good at math. But I understand that it goes along with frequency. My freaking charger's unplugged. I don't know if anyone else knows from that. From the Book of Enoch says that the watchers came down from heaven for women to have sex with them so that there were giant bones dug up. And they're everywhere, dude, and they're hiding that from us. Like, I have watched, literally in Ohio. I live in Ohio. Is huge burial grounds for giants. That they found these bones, literally, that were not like us humans, but also like us, right? Because that's the whole point, honey, Jonathan, if you understand the flood. It all comes back down to that. And why he flooded the earth, okay? He said he felt sorrow in his heart for for all the humans that didn't choose to go in the ark. Okay, when God shut that ark door on that boat, I'm sure Noah wanted to open it to let people in that were begging because they started being killed. And it wasn't just that. It wasn't about us. It was about getting rid of that bloodline, that lineage that he didn't create, because they were literally, drinking blood, doing gross things that were purposely defilement on the earth, which was Satan's. From the beginning, that was his plan. He was trying to separate us from the Lord and our genetics and our DNA. If you look at our DNA, it's literally made up of color and music, sound, okay? is literally like what witches use as spells. And people like literally are so distracted, brainwashed. They think they have to buy and up other people, like the what's it called, the Joneses. Keeping up with them is literally, it's a trick, and it's a lie. Okay, like, how in the heck would someone spending $2,000 on a purse make them somehow socially, their status better than, say, mine that lives in a trailer because we choose to and want to, and are completely satisfied, happy here, never lock our door in 9 years. This one will be 10 years out here. Literally, our neighbors, our family, we look out for each other. Our kids running back and forth to each other's homes. Like, it's beautiful. This certain family out here, I love them as much as my kids. And they're not even related bloodline biologically to us. We choose our family. We choose who they are. Because in heaven, we are all together. And we're going to worship. And it's going to be joy, all continuous joy. He's going to wipe every tear that we've cried. It's not in vain. And we hurt. He hurts. He doesn't want us to hurt like we have. But, because we have Jonathan, we relate to what Yahshua did for us. When we're done wrong and we don't deserve it, we experience what Yahshua went through. An innocent who was trying to show people love. And he was making miracles. And it wasn't in his name. It was in the Lord's name. He said that wasn't from my own belief. Because I know you're real. I know you're our Father. It's to show them. And they got to be with him physically, Jonathan. And they didn't see him. They didn't understand his words. When he said to eat of my body and drink of my blood, was not what they thought it meant. It was not at all. It was meant because it is spiritual speech. And they were so just selfish. They kept on trying to challenge him. Hey, they threw this woman at him. This woman, she was caught in active adultery. The law of Moses says that we should publicly stone her to death. What say ye about this? And he took his finger, you guys. Look at me. He took his finger and he drew a line in the sand, and he said, anyone thou, the first man that does not commit sin, cast the first stone at this woman. They shut up real quick. They got silent really fast. It's really funny when you say certain things that people cannot, literally, they have nothing else they can say against it because it's the truth is the truth. They get real quiet. Pay attention to that when they're very silent, okay? Because he said that. He also said that the word that there'll be a time I'm going to put your enemies under your feet, and they no longer can say anything against you. They can't lie against you. They cannot do that. Like, I was trying to share that with Randy about literally making that up about me. Where was your proof that I called you Wendy? I didn't even know you guys yet. Okay? This was like more towards the beginning of my time, like finding this place, period. I didn't know existed until Christopher Watts, okay? Because literally it did something to me about what he did to his family. Literally broke me. And I was curious of who Shanann and her kids was, and her story. So that's where I was looking at on YouTube. And I found in the beginning was a woman channeling called Angel Wings, which is where I found my friend, that's with Carla. And, why'd I go blank? The name is even in my head, but it's not. She's someone that I asked the other day, you guys, if we could start over, because a lot of my friends have with her, and like I trust them and stuff, and I just asked her, if like I ever say anything to her, that I'm sorry, and that if we can start over. I don't know her. I never was given the opportunity to like get to know her, and if she would please forgive me. She doesn't owe me an apology or anything like that. Literally, she was friends with Samara, like how we do. We all like that, feel like that about our friends that we love. Like we stand up for them when other people, we feel falsely coming up against them. Like I feel a lot about Tracy, you guys. She's one of the most beautiful souls like I've ever gotten to know. She is, and I just hope she knows how much I love her. And she's funny as freaking heck. She makes me laugh. It's like Misfit Jenny and what Wogs like does together. They are literally the best together. Like people. They blessed my heart. And she is such a, she's the best, when it comes to bringing him up and believing in everything about him. And broke my heart how he felt so guilty about, like, drinking and stuff. I want him to never feel that way. Don't feel like that. It is a process. It is a huge battle. If it's something you've struggled with for years, it's not going to happen overnight. That time you did go without drinking literally is not in vain. It will always be an accomplishment. I don't care if it was 2 days or 2 months or 2 years. It doesn't matter if it was 20 or 40, because I don't live in denial that there's a possibility I can't ever relapse, because we don't know what in our lives is ahead of us, okay? We have no idea what kind of pain can be so intense because of how much we love. It's painful because of how it's something that is something so powerful that we don't want to be here without our loved ones. It is completely life-changing. I used to almost talk to my mother-in-law every day. I'll never forget, because she come on here. She wanted me to, like, go on her YouTube and subscribe her to all you guys. So she wanted to know, I want to know, Jonise, what's going on? Kind of like my best friend that's on here over 20 years. She's around. I love that. To kind of mix my internet experience and my home life experience together is really cool. I have told people at my kids' school, look me up if they want. At OSU, when I was going there, it's huge cancer team, who I miss some of them so much, are special, and I'll never ever forget them. It's just that my cancer doctor, that was my best interest to come get my treatment somewhere closer to home, because they're a couple hours away. But it's literally was worth it, the 2 hours, the driving there and the 2 hours back, because of my experience. And even though it's been rough and like a battle being sick, I have been blessed way more by the people I've come across, hearing their stories, getting transportation through my insurance is literally a blessing. Some of the drivers are like literally driving psychiatrists or counselors, because not everyone has the support system like I do. For real. Some of them feel like they have nobody, and the only ones that they have to confide in are the drivers that were willing to listen to them, because some choose not to, and that's okay too. Some of them I can just tell, like, they don't want me to, like, talk to them. Okay, if I'm aware of, like, their responses, then I won't. keep going. This one guy I did on purpose though, because like literally anytime I talked about like God or love, like he was cringed. Like, and could just tell like he didn't respond really to anything. So I just kept on going on purpose because I just felt in my heart like it's up to him to accept this sharing or not. It's okay, I'll go on the next one. I never mean to like embarrass my kids, but like we went to a bigger store like Walmart or Myers or whatever, and I ended up public like interacting with people. They got to see why this older couple ended up praying over me right there. They asked if they could pray for me in the store, and I was like, heck yeah. You know, like God shines it down on us when we're proud to be His children, and we display that publicly, that we're not ashamed that we're His children, and like hopefully it will open the eyes and of others that He chose us. Jonathan, I don't know if you're still here because I can't see it. Anyone who has not sinned can cast the first stone. Then the guys they were speechless because they know that they have sinned. And guess what? I'm going to bring up too. Back then, okay, she was caught in adultery. That's not right. But did she choose that husband that she was with, or did like her father choose him? Because a lot of them used their daughters as currency into a family that was wealthy. Like, you know, I have a beautiful daughter, and this family has a lot of money. So the parents, the fathers agree upon it. I will let my daughter marry your son, you know, like, because she's like, you know, supposedly beautiful. They used their daughter's appearance as a way to gain wealth through their the in-laws that had it, and they didn't. Well, they become married legally. Now the family without money, and just because their daughter had physical beauty, now is also has a part of that wealthy lifestyle because they gave their daughter to that son. Does that mean that that daughter is in love with the man that she married? Heck no. To me, that's a form of slavery. Okay? That's not what God intended when He gave Adam a partner. Okay? It's because none of what He created was a companion of his stature. Okay? So He put him to sleep. He took one of his ribs, of his bone, of his body, and gave him a spouse equally to the eternal life as He had. Okay? He did not give power over the life until they had fallen from grace. Okay? And as a wife, like, I honor being married to my husband. I'm proud to be married to him. I am like, it's a nothing. When I'm crying or sad, he will do something literally brings me completely out of it, makes me laugh, and then I'm crying happy too because of who He is. Is God meant for me here, you guys, like from this little village, and his papa was my mom's neighbor, and we worked together at the same factory. We were making lawnmower parts. It's like a big freaking thing around here. And he would pick me up for work, and I would ride with him. And he's, you know, a lot older than me, and he's been there for many, many years. I found out he was secretly watching me work. And that he gave my boss, told him, you know, like, that he should, I don't know, like, promote me or some crap. I don't know. Ended up, we got laid off from there because they built a new, this place had different buildings and different jobs. So they built a whole big one factory, and then everything was together. So when we got laid off, before they did that, I don't know if he retired or what, but I went somewhere else for work, and every single day I cried on the way to work because I didn't know how to leave this guy. I was scared of him. I feared him. I believed that he would, like, kill me if I left him. I would hide out for weeks and weeks at different friends' houses from him at times. And then when I come back, he'd find out, come, and they beg me and tell me if you're going to be different, all this bull crap that I gave into every time. Until he left with my mom. He got my brother and my husband's cousin. They were best friends at the time I even found my husband. But this is that family. This pap while I rode with. He raised his grandchildren. And my husband's cousin was my brother's best friend. He's a brother to us. He wanted my mom to adopt him at one time. And the bad guy, he got my brother and my husband's cousin to go and steal, apparently, a bunch of air conditioners from a school, from a nearby town, hid it in my mom's basement while I'm at work the whole time. At this time, I was first shift working at a factory that makes Honda car parts. And that place was very, talk about, literally my life could be a movie or a book, I swear. At that time, I was working for a shift, had no idea about what they did. Metro, whatever, the place that kicks in your door, SWAT team. We experienced that, but not from this place, thank God. And that's, people need to knock that crap off too. That's cowardly, stupid, ignorant, selfish, very immature choices to do, which I'm glad things haven't happened in a long time because people are literally not choosing to do that anymore. Like, those people, like, I hope, are gone from our community, even though they're probably still watching. They're just a troll name. Like I did on Laura's, on that, when she had that contest. It was a dragon contest. Literally, I have even the proof from the chat. One of my friends was like, hey, Jonise, it's your opportunity to go stand up for my friend Tabitha, which was my first best friend on here, that I miss. And I hope she's doing good. And it sucks that she left here, because Diane promised to help her and never did. Okay, we had opposite friends. She didn't like Laura, and I didn't care for, like Diane and them because of what they were doing. Like, literally, it was not hard to figure it out, like, by watching just what was going on and how crappy she manipulated people that had gone through losing loved ones from cancer. She used that to her advantage to literally mislead people that she literally admitted to. Okay? And like, Wendy, you think that you did some big service to this place, like, you never told us something we didn't already freaking know. Okay? You guys blame me and, like, accuse me of being Jasmina, who I love also with all my heart. I guess she's not everyone's cup of tea. But this lady was, like, right from the beginning. She got dragged, and she got accused of literally things because she was right the whole time. Like, she was right. And they make fun of her, which breaks my heart because I love her and everything about her. I don't care if she had like 10 different personalities. I love all 10 of them equally, individually. I don't judge people by that. Stop making illnesses as a weapon to judge people. Okay? We don't choose these diagnoses, alright? Look, this is what I get to experience every day. Okay? No. She's a baby. You be nice, Smokey. Look, it's okay. Look, I love you too. She's allowed to be up on the bed with us. Okay? What is this? Gum? How'd you get... This dog got gum. Somehow. You can't have that. That's why you're being like that over gum. You ain't allowed to have gum, Mitzi. Hi, Bella. Hi, see? Look, Moki. This is your sister. Okay? Look. Mommy loves you just the same. Oh gosh, you guys, this is going to be challenging. That's how jealous she is of me. Come on. Look, Mommy loves you just as much. Honey. Look, she wants that gum. I put over in the daddy stand. It's daddy's gum. Puppies aren't allowed to have gums or suckers. This dog, literally, she found in our couch suckers, candy. Like, she stashed it. This dog literally stashed it. Look, you guys, Jonise, your kiddos get everything they need for school, honey? No, not yet, Dova. I'm getting some help, though. Actually, tomorrow. Yeah, 'cause, like, everyone, like my mother-in-law that used to take us to this, she's not here anymore. I cherish all those times that she took us. Because we're poor people, right? Like, considered poor, poverty level. Even though my husband has a full-time job, like, we still standard-wise, like, fall beneath that. Thank God, because having cancer, there's no way I could ever afford 10 grand for one treatment of chemo, okay? There's no way. So literally, understand my insurance, that I'm a very expensive patient, but it's saving my life to be here another day. Okay? So, they give us, though, $175 for each kid, which I am so grateful for. Is that enough for everything? No, but it helps a lot. And we get 2 places to choose, Burlington Coat Factory or Kohl's. Hey, you're chewing on my ring. Here, do you want your toy? Not mommy ring. We get to choose between Kohl's, but Kohl's is way, like, you can get way more Burlingtons, like, probably 5 times more than you can at Kohl's. Kohl's has cool stuff, yeah, but it's so freaking expensive. So we choose Burlington. We have to really be careful and, like, really, like, look and take our time, because not everything is, like, the best when it comes to quality. Like, a size will say a certain size, but it won't fit that size it says. So literally, they have to try on everything before we get it. There's school starting soon. Oh my gosh. I'm really excited about it, but also it's bittersweet, because, like, I'm glad my daughter, she's ready to go back to school. She deserves to go to school and have social friends and, like, experience that. And like I said, I enjoyed every moment homeschool with her. That time that we got to have together is very special. And she literally did it because she was worried about me having seizures. My son saved my life for the first seizure. He was going to go with them and the neighbors, but he decided to stay home. And because he did, he found me in the bathroom, passed out, having a seizure. And he didn't panic. He did the right thing. He called the ambulance, and then he called his dad, who was helping our family. One of our very close family members who was stuck at the time. It was in January. And she saved my life. I woke up crying because I didn't know what was going on, why there was people there, medical people there in my house. And literally, guys, I go to the bathroom the last 2 years in an ostomy bag, and it exploded everywhere. And, like, literally, it exploded off of my stomach, and it exploded everywhere. And I guess it was like diarrhea, and, like, felt so bad about that. They cleaned it up and everything, which I would have done, but I had to literally go to the ER, and they sent me at the time to OSU. I stayed there a week. They did multiple tests on me. They put these sticky things on my head, monitored my brain, CT scan, which sucks. they give you this stuff that's really nasty you gotta drink before you do it, and you can't eat after midnight or drink anything, and you're really starving, feel like sick. I have a bad reaction to that. I don't have to do that no more. Thank God I don't have to drink that crap now. They literally put the dye in my port right here. The nurses all say it's very small. It's very tiny. They've done a wonderful job, though, putting the needle in there, which is traumatic for me. Every time they do poke me, like, literally just because, like, thank God I never learned, like, to shoot up when my ex did that to me. Like, was, like, pretty much shame on him because I had a job and money and he didn't use, like, my pretty much ignorance and inexperience to get himself drugs, and knowing that I never did hard drugs, that it wouldn't take very much for me, that I literally almost overdosed. The second time I tried it was with a girlfriend from school who I love very much, and I hope she's still here. But she gave me, like, too much, and, like, I was throwing up constantly for, like, a few days because it was, like, too much. It was heroin. Trigger warning again, sorry, but literally this is what I experienced, and, like, so ashamed of now because, like, of what I know now is educating. I'm Mama T. Valley. I love you so much. I'm so happy to see you. I hope you know that I love you, and even if you're on the other side of the world, like, you're very special to me, and I'll never forget your kindness to me at a time that not everybody was so kind. And I just, like, those things don't ever leave my heart. Like, I am not someone good at remembering stuff. I'm not good at quoting paragraphs of words, which I did with FFFA also. I talked about earlier in my other stream that my phone died on was when I did went to the fair and had took my calf to the fair and stuff, and had to auction them off, and that was really hard to do, even with my rabbits. My 3 rabbits I took at one time was New Zealand ones, 3 of them, and they come on, like, 2nd place. I don't know, they both, my calf did good too. I think I'm in 3rd place, and it was my first ever time showing. You had to wear certain clothes, you had to wear, you know, collared shirt, and wear my boots, and I love boots. I really do, guys. And I'm, like, really stubborn. People, like, offered so many times to help me on here with stuff, like, financially, but, like, that's not why I'm here, to get to know you guys. Like, literally, I appreciate all the times that people, like, send stuff or wanted to send stuff to my PayPal. I got my daughter a bathing suit. Like, can I have, you know where it is?
Huh?
Can I show your bathing suit that somebody helped us get?
My bathing suit? Yeah.
Get it real quick. Thank you. So awesome because of you. She got to pick it. Who is it? Scottish Bluebell. I hope you're okay with me saying that, but because of you, I got my daughter. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna smell it because you wore it to Cedar Point. No,
It's wet from outside.
it's okay. Here, let me see. Because I wear 2 pieces. I can't wear 1 piece anyways because I have an ostomy bag. But let me turn this around. She got to pick it out online on the Adidas, like, whatever app, and I got to get it for her because of you. It's so pretty. Like, and she loves it. It's what she wants. So, here, baby. You say thank you?
Thank you.
She does love it and appreciates
Hey,
it.
she
Scottish
likes
Bluebell. I know she got gum again. This dog. That's why she was like, look, quick. No, you can't have the gum. No.
She'll die if she eats.
No, she can't have it. You're not allowed. Doggy's not allowed to have gum. Shut off your daddy stand. Get those suckers, too. Put them up. Stop that. No. You can't have it. Gonna make you sick. Let me have it. Mommy, let mommy have it. You ain't never growled at me one time in your life because this puppy's here. She doesn't want your gum. It's not allowed. Oh gosh, you guys, I'm challenging. Let me have it. Can mommy have it? Give me your gum. Moki, can mommy have it? Let me pet your head. Look, you guys, look. Give me the gum. No. Give me that. Can I have your gum? Let me have it. No. Bad girl. Let me have it. Let me have your gum. Not allowed. Look at her. What am I gonna do? She's never been behaved like this to me. It's because it's puppy. This puppy's over here sleeping on her cedar chest. Let me have it. Let mommy have it. Moki. 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 No. You're not allowed to have it. Got it. Ah. Trash. Okay. No. No. See? I got it. I didn't have to yell at her. I didn't have to, hit her or nothing. I don't believe in that personally. It doesn't do nothing but cause fear. I don't want no one to ever fear me. It's not like anybody would anyways. So, but as parents, though, and, pet owners, I don't believe you want your pets to fear you, or anything. I don't think it helps. If it works for other people, okay. That's how they do that. I don't judge that. But, for me, and who I am, it's not in me. I have never laid a hand on my children, like I said earlier, or animals. I don't want to. Even if, they're bad or whatever, I'm not going to spank them or nothing like that. I put her in timeout. Literally, if she does, I hope she doesn't hurt this puppy. I'm trying to get them bonded. How'd you get this sucker? Look. See, look. How'd she get this stuff, you guys? She does that. No. Not for doggies. Literally. Not for doggy dogs. You got your own foods. Silly. That's not good. I'll make you sick. Okay? Mommy don't want you to be sick. Look, she's like a little fox. But literally, Willow. That's her mom's name is Willow. Oh, you bred. Yeah, it's your beer. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Lord. I need advice, Mama T-Belly. I'm racist. Champion. Really? Stubborn and behave like cats. Oh, my gosh. Look, my cat don't even act like her. My cat is chill. And kind. Literally, she can, intimidate our cat. And, the cat goes up high stuff, And, I treat her as I have done all our, animals, right? Our dogs and stuff and everything. And, she's just I think it's in her bloodline, isn't it? To have that, attitude and, or that she's very, of her environment. She's very, territorial. Is that true? I had cheetahs and they were scared of my sheepas. Yes, listen, her mom and dad literally are both full breds too. And my husband, he works for Midnight Family. He's a large farm equipment mechanic. I know you slow down, I'm getting excited a little bit, and then nobody understands me. So, let me chill out for a second, guys. I'm just happy to see you, Mama T-Belly, because literally you're someone that's knowledgeable and experienced in this breeding. And literally not breeding my animals at all. We're not doing that with all females. My lab is over here. Oh no. I'm gonna have to charge my phone again soon. It's literally over here. Look at her. She's on my cedar chest though. I had to all my stuff up here. I had to move and everything or whatever. Because she wants to sleep on it. And she's so beautiful and precious. And we just got her yesterday. My husband's best friend, more like a brother since high school. Just like my girl, my sister, and best friend from high school. They are our kids' godparents. And they work at the same place too. And I got her the job before I had my son Hunter, who's 14, and she's still there. I can't believe it. They're both been there long. and still working there. They both work at the same place. Me and my husband both have worked there too. His factory work is freaking awful. But hey, it pays their bills, and they've been there for all these years. Like, wow. Like, good for them. She's like, it's not as fun without you. Yeah, like, I bet I miss being there too, but my purpose literally is stay home mom, especially doing battling cancer. Um, doesn't mean just because I'm a stay home mom that my job is any less important than anyone else's, because literally I feel like it's the most important, and that the fact I can be here, even if I didn't have cancer, battling cancer, I would still be a stay home mom, because literally my husband like supports it. He has a full time job, and his boss is not just his boss. We love them. I fell in love with his boss's wife, and I haven't even met her yet physically. Planning on it. But she is like literally. I fell in love with her by what my husband shared. First off, when he come out of the garage where he works on large farm equipment, she was hanging clothes and just singing to the Lord, and like that joy he said is makes his work like time there like not something that feels like work. She makes it a wonderful experience. And he told her husband, his boss, that, and that made him, he was very proud of that, and like thankful of it, that literally this family who trusted enough to bring my husband into, because they're homemade millionaires, literally they just don't bring anyone that's not a part of their family into their home or lifestyle or their work ethics, right? And he's been there over, was it 2 years now? And it's where we got Mocha from. She was a female of two male brothers. And guess what? His boss's like brother or something, I can't remember if his brother or his dad, took one of the males, named him Mocha too. So unfortunately, bless his heart, he's no longer here. I don't remember what happened. Something happened to him. But that's so funny that she had a brother named Mocha. Like, it's so funny. She is like that color, like a mochaccino, and like how I was a big coffee drinker. You guys, I have given that up. Also, like, just cut out of my eating habits as much fake sugar as possible. I learned from research that good natural sugar from like fruit is good for you. That it's not something that will kill good cells. Because literally, my chemo treatment, it kills good cells as also as it kills cancer cells. So that's why I feel like I have to recover a few days after my treatment, my 48-hour treatment. Usually I get the pre-meds the hours that I'm there. So I wanted to like live stream when I was there with you guys. I was thinking all these songs I wanted to sing to you, because there's one that I've been wanting to sing to Whiskey, because I feel the same that he needs to hear it as my husband did and my brother, because it represents literally as men who they are and how much pressure there is on them, and how much they feel pressured, and that they don't live up to this false expected standards that literally God didn't make up or say. Okay, just because some selfish male wants to have dominance and control over people is not their right. It's not their say. It's not their, it's not their purpose. Like, literally, self-serving people, selfish people, I can't relate to them. I don't want to. I also pray for them. Said, love your enemy as yourself. One of the hardest things from the word I have accepted and working on continuously, because do I like always, like, it's not easy to love someone as yourself. When some people, like, literally don't even know how to love themselves. How can they know how to love other people if they can't love themselves? But literally, there's a wrong way and a right way, because there's a way people falsely love themselves, in a way they have this false belief of entitlement that does not belong to them, for one, that I feel that is selfish, self-serving, and literally is just narcissistic, okay? Like, they literally believe the lies that the enemy tells them. They, like, go with it and are literally serving. Like, if you're not serving God, that I feel is made of pure love, then it's not. If you're not doing it in that intentions, then you're not serving the Lord. You're serving the God of this world. Physical world is Satan, and his his time's almost up, y'all. And literally, God said that the hour is going to be very unexpected when Yahshua comes back for his brothers and sisters. Is going to be happen so fast in the blink of an eye that we ain't going to have time to change anything or do anything, because we're literally going to meet him in the sky. And, like, what an exciting future is ahead of us, you guys. Like, for real. Everyone's so caught up in this stupid freaking, like, it's like they're brainwashed. But, like, okay, you gotta go. I love you, Mama T-Belly. Thank you, honey, for being here. I appreciate you so much, just for coming in here and saying something. And I respect you, and what you know, have any advice for me. I'm all up for any advice, from anybody. Like, I will try. Cause I want these two females to, bond and look out for each other and, like, literally be sisters, which I pray is gonna happen. It's gonna take a little bit of work with Mocha. Willow is her mom's name, and she is literally, guys. My husband told me that his boss needs to get a beware dog sign because of Willow, not Teddy, her dad, who's out there, but Willow. She is someone that's very, she's very, what she's gonna do is planned out. She's very, like, when she had the babies, she had Mocha, who was only female, and 2 other brothers. And the, like, FedEx guy come out there or something like that, or UPS guy. And my husband seen him wanting to, like, pick up on the puppies, and he, like, warned me, like, dude, I'm gonna do that if I were you, because like, literally, Willow, the mom, she's watching you right now, and she is literally, like, my husband was very aware of what Mocha's mom, like, was stalking him and, like, ready to, like, pounce on him if he had gotten anything, like, close to picking up one of the babies, right? She was just very protective of them, and had that same little attitude that I see this Mocha coming out of her. Every day, my husband goes to work in the morning. She lays right here in this spot every single morning. This is what she does. And I'm not gonna let, like, she can keep that. It's fine. I'm not gonna, like, let the puppy, like, take over and, like, not let her be in her spot, or her getting kind of less love because there's, a new puppy here. I really believe that that's what she's scared of. Like, that she's not going to be paid as much attention or loved as much, just because she has to share it with someone else who is, forget her. I got another thing down here for you guys. I gotta pick it up, but I don't care. Like, for her, toys everywhere, like, everything. So, a little spot for her, whatever, down there, because she made stairs to get up and off this bed with the basket full of, I'm kind of not. What am I? I'm not like a hoarder. I guess I'm not that stage yet, but I'm like I have like this personal stories behind like I guess everything. Um, Even like clothes, like some clothes, guys, I've had since high school. Still fits me. Um, they're like the girls in school that were bullies. Anybody I witnessed being bullied worse than me, I befriended them and tried to bring them up while people put them down. One of the girls that bullied me all through high school, last day of her senior year, gave me a notebook of apology that she actually thought was really cool, loved, liked me, but she had really messed up her showing it. Goes back to I think of people being a product of their environment and like how their parents treat them or raise them has a true effect because not everybody has a mom and dad. You know, like a lot we got to do with finishing this place, but it's our own. Like my husband did things himself. He built me a shower, guys, from the ground up. A shower with a seat in it, so he thought of me, so when I'm shaving, I can sit down. Like, who does that? Like, for real. And because of someone kind on here, which I think people knew that at the time it was Stellar, who gave us some money, and that's how he put the glass door, he bought the glass door, sliding door on. He wasn't going to be able to have money to do that. Or if he was going to borrow it from, like, his boss or whatever, to do that, is because Stellar, we were blessed to be able, for him to be able to afford to do that. So I'm very thankful, like for the thought behind it. And it does matter, how much it was or not. Well, it's here. Come in here, baby. Yeah, like I enjoy any time, like if our friends want to come stay. It's not always like no better. Like just let us know, so we know like if we don't have nothing planned going on, of course they can come stay. Like oh my gosh, like literally must not be too bad here for me in a trailer, because like my nephews always want to stay with us. So does our friends. So must be do something okay that they like always enjoy being here. And literally any chance I get to do something with them, I'm going to do it and not take it for granted. And that's why I'm sharing what I am. For real. It's really all things that not like people have struggled with. Just being their self and accepting themselves. Like literally, like okay, say that I have struggled with addiction in the past. That makes up some part of me, but not all of me. Okay, it's just one thing. Just because I have been diagnosed with severe ADHD and complex PTSD, bipolar, crying, manic depression, which that's really what bipolar means. I didn't know for a long time. Those don't have to be looked at as something negative, okay? Something that we cannot help, that we have. But if you have the correct support system, like, I'm not just going to have any counselor, because I've had crappy counselors in the past. Literally didn't care about me, just wanted to throw medicine at me, and that's it, and go home for the day. Now, I have real women that care about my mental illness, my recovery, and want to see me grow and succeed through it, and not let it dominate how I decide to live my life. Like literally, I'm the one that's been diagnosed with metastatic, I don't know how to say that word, spreading stage 4 from the get-go. it was stage 4 because I was wrongly diagnosed in the ER. Said I had internal hemorrhage and constipation, and it was a tumor that whole time, or almost whole year or whatever, that I didn't know that it was stage 4 cancer because it's already spreading to my lungs. To one lung, I think the left one to the right. To my liver, I have thyroid that's in danger. Also, my stomach. Also, spots of could be spread there too. Is that something easy to accept the reality of that diagnosis? No. Almost 39-year-old, it sucks. Because, like I said, God blessed me tenfold and reversed. Because I get to choose to forgive him. Someone I believe that was my dad till I was 12. Yeah, would I want to ask him questions? But does it matter? Does it? Nothing will ever justify you hurting your daughter. It's supposed to be your daughter. David, guess what? I do have a dad named David. It ain't you. It's Nathan's Uncle Dave. That sent me a text the other day that literally told me that he was proud of me, that I'm his daughter. That's something special. He's training me how a real daughter's supposed to have a dad. And he's David, but he's not the biological David that hurt me. He's got to pay. He's got to answer for that. Just because, that sin wasn't put in the 10 Commandments doesn't mean that it's any less and, important of, what he's going to have to pay for. If the people that choose to go to hell and burn in, fire for eternity, they're going to beg. They're good, but God's not going to hear their cries anymore. Because he's going to be with us, the ones that he chose us. He said he knew our names before we were born. You know how rare my name is? My mom, Denise, and she literally put, because his first name was Joseph or whatever, but we called him David. But she didn't, because she was not from this place. She was from the city. And literally, she was honorably discharged from the Air Force. She come back here with him to where he was raised, right? Everybody here knows, everybody for I don't know how many generations, but when we come here and the school faculty, literally, I love you all, and the ones that are now retired are special to me too. You guys helped me live and survive through that, even though you didn't know, because we are literally children. They're like, oh, you should have told somebody. Well, when you're intimidated and scared to death of this person, because they literally threaten you, I could get a lot of trouble for this from society. Y'all think? Literally, it's telling me you knew what you were doing was wrong. Because when I was 14, we were at my uncle's because we lost our home, always. And me and my brother stayed with him in the summer in a car, freaking living off whatever, it was 5-cent freaking tacos. And we went to different parking lots. We were just children. And it was his responsibility to take care of us. And he didn't. He was a drug addict. I didn't know at 12 years old or whatever what drugs was. And he made me smoke marijuana and drink alcohol. And then in high school, my best friends, found out that I smoked marijuana. She couldn't tell the difference of who I was as a friend, but decided she didn't want to be my friend anymore. And her parents literally, like, is known in this place. Stuff, you know, her dad was like a bus driver, and then I love her family so much, like as my own, because I got stayed with her like a lot and stuff, and helped do, you know, chores and everything. And like, it makes me wonder if she would have known that I was made, I had like forced to do that. It wasn't my choice. Like, I wasn't like doing it because I wanted to do it or whatever. Like, if it would made a difference. But the fact that I couldn't tell her that breaks my heart, because like, I was 18 and her parents literally come to my mom thinking they were gonna rat me out or knock me out to her. My mom's literally awesome. She is like legacy here, right? Legacy. She's left her mark on this place in the best way. She literally stood up for me, you know, like, because they're like, we're not going to your daughter's funeral. She overdoses on marijuana. I'm like, for one, I don't, never heard of anybody ever doing that. Like, for two, my mom was like, for one, she's 18. She can make whatever choices she wants. It's none of your guys' business. Don't come here thinking, you know, you're going to tell me something about my daughter that I don't know, right? And, like, stood up for me. And, like, I learned from her, it's like, I want to be more like anybody in this world. It is her. It's her, you guys. She was pure love. She never had money, but she shared whatever she had. Children in our area that were children that like were abused in different ways. You know, some had parents that didn't pay attention to them, abused them, neglected them. They felt safe at my mom's, and she let them be there as long as they wanted to. Her house was like a safe haven for children who were much need and seeking it. And like I said, we didn't have much, but if they were hungry, you know, they ate. That's where they was quoting in the Bible, and he said, you know, that the Lord was certain people, and they asked, you know, when did we, like, you know, feed you or whatever, and clothe you, and give you a place, a shelter. And the Lord says, I don't know you. I don't know you. And there's ones that did, you know, and that was her. That was my mom. She is, if the Lord can pick someone to create people into heaven, it is her. And everyone that knows her knows what I'm talking about. And like, when I was in high school and stuff, you know, getting bullied, and the popular girls like, "Can I need you to come in the football game on Friday?" No, I'm going home so I can be abused by my own by my own blood, okay? Like, kids don't know how cruel they can be to others when you don't know what people are going through. When I was that young, I didn't talk at all, okay? I found my voice because God helped me find my husband. That's when I found my voice, is when I married him. And when I was up there, and very special where we got married, like the church, bless them, they didn't charge us to marry us, or not one penny. We were, you know, we were new couple. We didn't have 2 pennies to rub together. We started out literally with an apartment with a big box TV, a VCR, I think maybe a DVD player, and a mattress on the floor in that living room is what we started out with. And you know what? We were so happy. We were in love, which has only grown. My love for him is only growing, which I didn't know was possible. He is literally pure love, like who my mom is. And like, at a point, it started taking advantage of her kindness for, you know, like our friends, me and my brother's friends, because we were a year something apart. kind of combined, mixed together with each other, and like had some really, really good memorable times. But there was partying, drinking, alcohol, um, people with actual instruments like drums and electric guitar and stuff, which, like, is in a way, memories I'll never forget, and then yet guilt that I will never forget that she didn't deserve at the time of her finding out she's sick, her supposed husband leaving her, the same time he's abusing her children, completely unaware of because he's a professional narcissist. And then also he's screwing someone that's supposed to be her best friend, neighbor, he's having an affair with. Okay? She let my mom use her car. While she's screwing my piece of crap biological sperm donor. My mom gets pulled over and they give her a test for being under an influence when she's got freaking double vision from having multiple sclerosis. My mom didn't ever drink alcohol, ever. She never did drugs. She quit smoking cigarettes when I was 5 years old and my brother was 4. And I'll never forget, we had a wood burner furnace. She had whatever she could find, one was cigarettes, lighters, packs, whatever, at the time. And she had me on one side and my brother on the other side of her. And she said, I give this to you. I give this to the Lord. And I pray that, He gives me the strength I need to never smoke a cigarette ever again. She threw all that into the furnace after she prayed. And since then, she never smoked a cigarette ever again till the day she died. 54 flippin' young years old. And I looked up to that all my life for that faith. That if I want faith in the Lord, I want it like this woman had, because it was just different than other people's. And I had doubt in myself. And, the Lord used as an experience, an example, that I can have that faith. That is, you just have the size of a mustard seed, can move mountains. Then what else is miracles possible if we actually had no fear and full faith in what the Lord is capable of doing all things through His Son, Yahshua. I come in my Father's name. And like I was trying to show you guys earlier, but I think I probably ate doggies. Literally. Old Testament. Isaiah, Jeremiah, Hosea, about, I can't say that word, that name right, about Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, all through the Old Testament. Zephaniah, I'm not always good at seeing these guys, I apologize. Zechariah, Malachi, hallelujah. Like, I come in my Father's name, Yahweh. And his name was Joshua in Hebrew. And I don't hear anybody, very, very rare, hearing anybody call him by his Hebrew name, Yahshua. Like, throughout time, man had changed it. Literally, the Greeks, their god was Zeus. Okay? Like, Aphrodite and whatever all the rest of them are. I don't even care about them. The Greeks, they followed these gods for everything, right? The sun, the day, the night, the ocean. What was his one ever? I don't even care. But literally, Zeus is the Latin name for Jesus, you guys. It doesn't sound anything like Yahshua. That's why he said that the enemy can quote, literally way better than me, I'm sure, front to back to front, the scripture, but he doesn't understand it. Okay? God said his children will understand the word no matter how much they want to mess with it, twist it, change it, take things out. Like they said that, Father, forgive them, they do not know what they do, is not in Hebrew what it says. Okay? Research for yourselves. Literally, it does not say that. I mean, I will end up looking it up and sharing it on my community post if I'm like, people need to see what I'm talking about. When he said, though, that the Savior of, future would come from the seed of David, it all starts with a seed, okay? That's planted. Is it literally going to be, give off, he said about the olive tree. He was the root, and Joshua, he was, it's in this really important book that I'm reading, I'll tell you guys about. The foundation book. Let it go. I don't want my phone to die again, you guys. Hold on. I don't even think anybody's here. That's okay. It'll reach someone who needs to hear it. I gave up caffeine 3 weeks ago to help with my insomnia. I still struggle to sleep. I know you're not here anymore, Mama T-Belly, but if you ever come back, I want you to know that I'm praying for you. Insomnia is no joke. I have struggled with it also. Like with my ADHD medicine, literally, for people that don't need it, it makes them, like, bounce off the walls and stuff. I use it, like, the wrong way, but I take it, literally, it will make me pass out and go to sleep. I can, like, take it before bedtime and go to bed. Like, so my husband, like, tell me, that just shows that you need it. Alright? That's what it's meant for. And, like, what's her name? Got the wrong, complete idea about me. She called me wicked. I promise you, though, that I'm not wicked, okay? I'm just trying to show you it's not harassment to share another YouTuber's video on my community page and share my own personal opinion about your video. If you don't want people to do that, what's your name? Oh, changes it all the time. Used to be Ballet Babe or whatever. She's very angry all the time. Like, it must suck to feel like so much for people that you never even met before for all these years. Like, that's like a burden, bro. I feel bad for you. Like, you're saying something about pity on me? I don't want your pity. I don't need any pity. I am living my best life at the same time that I'm battling for my life to be here. I gotta speak it out for what the truth is while I'm still here. I don't care what people think. You don't have to agree with me. That's fine. I don't never gonna be upset about people that have a different opinion. Okay? Because that's their home. And that's their choice. That's why literally when it comes to the fallen angels that are demons, they don't get to have forgiveness because they know God. When they seen Yahshua in the crowd, when he was getting a crowd around him, they literally quaked and shivered and like, Lord, oh my gosh, he's like, don't give my identity away, you guys. Like, they still honor him, bow to him. They know he's king. and that I was wrong at one time believing I said that, Yahshua was God in human flesh. Like, no, this Trinity stuff is used for Satan, because literally Yahshua cannot be the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit cannot be Yahshua. Yahshua cannot be God. The Holy Spirit cannot also be God, okay? Like, I'm a mother, I'm a friend, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm a niece, okay? And that's all parts of who I am. But with the God, there's only one, okay? And before he created even the universe, there was the Word, who was Yahshua, okay? Yahshua, he came to come and take a human form to show us that he understands what no one can say. He doesn't know what cruelty and pain and suffering or sorrow mankind experiences, because he ultimately experienced the worst of it. Like, I do understand. I get angry when I think about how he was treated so wrong. They chose a murderer to go free out of prison to then crucify the innocent high priestess in heaven, King, Lord of Lords, Savior, our brother, who is made of love. Of love. He never sinned once in the 33 years or whatever it is, short time. He was here. He knew what his purpose, like, for being here was, okay? And your eyes are open to what gifts God gives you is used to show the world who he is. He's truly pure love, without judgment. Like, he's not the one judging us, okay? It's Yahshua. It says that on the right side is a father, and on the other side is going to be us. Many more thrones we are going, because we have that same authority to judge the ones that misled mankind, okay? Which went back to the flood. People twist what the word says about that in his heart he was sorrowful that he made us, because we were misled in doing evil things and worshiping statues that were literally made like of wood and stone and like different things. To me, like, the value they put on gold here on earth, that says that the streets are made of pure gold that's transparent as glass, it has a different meaning than the gold that we have here on earth. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't have the same value, okay? We all have mansions in heaven. It's not going to be like these so-called mansions that they have here on earth made, okay? Because there's never going to be darkness again. We're not going to need sleep or physical food to be alive, okay? It's going to be a continuous, eternal life of joy, happiness, worship, praise, that my praises never find end. Dang it, I wish I could do that for, I already put one here for, Whiskey OG. Oh, sorry, baby. Yeah, I think it's really charger. I don't know the charger. Yeah, I don't know. See if it's charged enough. I hope so. I don't care either what I sound like or nothing. It's nothing for professional. It's literally been on my heart. And when I was going to sing it to him at my chemo treatment, I had that reaction to it. I literally lost my voice. You guys, I couldn't even talk. I lost my voice. That was so weird. I know the enemy is fighting against me, doesn't want me to get this shared. Even helps one person seek the Lord. He said, be fishers of men. Just plant that seed and I will do the rest. Help plant that seed and I will do the rest. Just to seek him. Like, people that God, I see God every single day. My family, their love for me, their intentions are so pure. Like, it will help anybody. They are my true heroes. And my animals too. I know I'll get mopey. I know I'll get her to be accepting of our new family member, Bella. Let's see. Open. Please don't die on me. I can search. Guy's name's Max. Every more I learn about him and look back on his music from 3 years ago, I really, really like him a lot. I really do. His music's been a blessing to me. I'm not good at any kind of rap or nothing. He kind of has that in his songs, which is really cool because of the message behind it. Let's see here, Jax. To be a man song. What it's like to be a man. Here it is. The first one that I found of him. Get out of that. These freaking ads. I don't know. Here. Survey 10, 9, 8. I don't know if it's turned up. I didn't have this planned out, you guys. Okay? At all. It's gonna work. I hear it. Dude, where's the sound at?
I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road,
and they don't care about what you know.
It's not about how you feel, but what you provide
inside that home.
Yeah, I know this life can really beat you down. You wanna scream, but you won't make a sound. Got so much weight that you've been holding, but won't show any emotion as a man that goes unspoken. Now we can't cry when life gets hard. Unconditional loves for women, children, and dogs. We know that we just have to play our parts, and don't nobody give a damn about our broken hearts. Yeah, as a man we gotta pave our way. Our only function is to work and slave. There's no respect for you if you ain't paid. You're disregarded as a human and you can't complain. And if you ever make it up and actually reach that base and find a woman that you love and give her your last name, you'll feel the things that you provide is only why she stays. And when you try to explain, you'll say, I can't hide myself.
My husband could be under a bridge, and that's where my home is. Wherever he's at, doesn't matter. He's my home, and my cute children, and my animals.
It's a lonely road,
and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home.
Don't give up, keep
fighting. It's a man or son on the horizon.
And our father's actions play a role, and we end up like them. So they can't let us see them hurt, cause we'll embody what they do and start a generational curse. No wonder most men are so depressed. All the things that they can't express. They go to war, get thrown on the shelf, then go back to war with their mental health. They grab that bottle and ask for help, try to pull themselves out of hell, then fall back down and then realize that they're gonna have to do it themselves. It's the circle of life. As a man you provide. They don't know what you're worth till the
They let you die, and that's the truth.
They start crying. Then
They
move on to a man to confide
confide
in.
in. That's right.
That's why we feel we can't hide ourselves. We don't expect you to understand. We just hope we can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road,
And they don't care about what you know.
It's
Not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home.
that it's not about how we feel.
But what we provide inside that home. Okay. I want you guys to hear this next one. It's awesome.
What's the
It all
difference
started out
between
with that
selling on a
song.
marketplace and selling with Shopify? When you build a store with Shopify, there are no limits
Yeah,
to
no,
how
get
you
it.
run your
There you
business.
go.
Control your brand with customizable themes. Command your pricing free from competitor pressure. Connect with your customers via powerful marketing tools. And reach more buyers online, on social, in person, even on your current marketplace. Run your business with no limits. Start your free trial with Shopify today.
Man, I feel good. Could be the food I'm eating, or these toys to get my mind right. Or maybe it's Petco.
Yep.
I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I
Yeah,
just
I knew that.
hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Too much pressure on my shoulders, it gets tough to be the person bringing in the bread and be the lover that you need. For self-care, yeah, I had to let go. I'd be lying if I told you that it never takes a toll.
My mind.
I
Okay.
need someone to save me, but I have to be
The one saving you.
when you're exhausted, I'm the shoulder where you mend. Gotta stay strong, what can I do when I can't
By
hide
myself. I don't expect you to understand.
I just
Hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Listen.
A lot of men don't feel the same, but I don't feel ashamed. Letting the water fall in my heart to blaze. Daddy told me that was how to put a fire out. So when I'm hurting, I don't mind to cry my eyes out. I only have a few examples of a man in my life, and only one who made perfection lifelike. So I try to remember 2 words when I don't know what to do. Don't
Remember
forget
Yahshua.
Jesus wept, and brother,
So can you.
I can't hide myself.
So beautiful.
I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain.
I just hope that you watch this with DOG. Please, Bobs. I really want you to listen to this because you are more than enough just the way you are. And your music has healing powers.
And I guess that makes sense, 'cause everything I feel, I keep it, 'cause it's different from men. We talk about our feelings, we're called oversensitive. We're asked to strike a balance, it doesn't exist.
So we bottle everything up in our minds.
We grow cold, dark and numb as we slowly die. You ever wonder why? It's mostly men
Who commit suicide?
We figure why now we're
Already dead inside. And that's how they feel right there. And that needs to change. That needs to change. It's not right. It's a lonely road. And they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. That's right. Thank you, babe. You found a way to see me as I was, even when the world doesn't show you the same love. You're reflecting to everything on your own, providing the feelings that you hold. But your heart is deserving of showing. I see you for who you are, and I hope that you know it. That's so true. I agree with her. Guys are hard. It's like to be a man. It's a lonely road. And they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, what you provide inside that home.
I know we all got decisions to make, but it seems that my decisions cause division. I hate this pride. I break inside, but I cannot cry.
All I wanna do is provide.
I was made for this, I'm a father of 7. My oldest is 20, my youngest is 11. And they all gotta eat, so I bury my business down my feet. Like they told me, gotta be grown, they told me. You're on your own, they told me. But we're not alone, they showed me. I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can.
That's hard.
What it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road. And they don't care about what you know.
It's not about how you feel, but what you provide. I like him a lot. He's really good.
Patiently waiting for God to show me signs I need. I'm not the man
And for the job,
all the things I can't be. Put all my
feelings aside.
I think that I'll be
Better off if I'm not alive.
Fought through the pressure for years and I tried
To hide it.
Almost put pressure and pulled it, but
And I decided to give it all that I can. This is what it's like to be a man. I can't hide myself.
I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain
This is hard.
what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road.
And they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home.
As a man, if you show your emotions, they take it for weakness, ain't nothing new. Teaching my son to be mentally strong and prepare for the battle. He ain't even two. Being a father is lit, but I gotta admit that sometimes I don't know what to do. Provide and protect was the name of the game I was playing for you.
And you know it's true.
Unconditional love in reality, but
I
you can't
cannot
take
rap.
it from my view. A lot of my days were blue, but that dog in me, so I fought and you didn't have a clue. When I had it, we had it together, but now we divided. Your colors are true. I should have to ask for
There's
no
lamps
help
around
because I
him.
was struggling.
You know what
I
that
would've did
means?
it for you. I can't
Our
hide
lamps,
myself.
our light. No man can remove our light or take out our light, guys.
I just hope
No man and no entity either.
what it's like to be
We read in the Revelations about light and stand.
and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home.
Light
And
by Yingling.
we got an
Low
ad.
carb, low calorie, more taste. The next generation of light
I
beer.
do. This song's really special. Opera app video I'm
Sorry, I never knew all the things that you go through. I never met